Welcome here to the Pocket Dimension, here with the One Shot Podcast Network as we run through the Tomb of Annihilation. Our intrepid adventurers are here in the Tomb of the Nine Gods. They have worked last week to clear out the first level, and they did it rather handedly, too. And as the day's adventures came to a close, they pulled up their, what is it called? What is it called again? The hut?
Someone's tiny hut. Leo's tiny hut.
Leo's tiny hut. And all got inside and spent the night. And so we're going to go around the table. We thank you, first of all, for being here tonight, spending your Saturday night with us as we run through these guys through the meat grinder. And we're going to go around the table and say what your name is, who you're playing, and one special thing about your character physically, like something that the audience can latch onto visually. And let's start with Shanna.
Oh, hi everybody. I'm Shanna, and I'm playing Ramaris, who is a half-elf ranger / rogue. So she's always got her longbow at the ready, basically. She's in a lot of browns and greens. She favors the forest and the mountains, so she's dressed accordingly. So think tall boots, pretty light. She's got a breastplate, so she's not completely like squishy, but you know, that's kind of her jam.
Cool.
Yeah.
How about you?
Hi, you know me. My name is Mel. You can @ me at Melorella on the Twitter if you want to give me tips on how to play this game, because I'm not good at it. I am playing Giblet, the gnome bard, and Giblet is just under 4 feet. He's got sandy, brownish, blondish hair with beautiful blue eyes. He just wants to play you a song, but hidden on his belt, his secondary instrument is hidden.
Okay, that sounds like an innuendo of some sort.
No, it's bagpipes.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So yeah, it wasn't.
Yep.
You're welcome.
How about you, James?
I am James D'Amato. You know what? This is my first time playing Dungeons and Dragons, so I think I would just want everybody. Thanks for being patient with me. I am playing Lady Harpath, the Prismatic, Kobold Paladin of the Great Dragon Tyrant, lawful evil, loves to party. She is wearing full plate. She essentially looks like a walking robot costume, like one of those shitty Halloween costumes. It's like a cardboard box covered in tinfoil. She like clinks and clanks everywhere she goes. She is a red dragon kobold with a soft gray underbelly. She's got sharp yellow eyes, and you wouldn't know it because she's often wearing her helmet, especially in a dangerous place like this. But she is a master of creating the perfect dramatic wing effect with her makeup. And
It's very important.
You know, she does not fuck around in dungeons. She used to be a dungeoneer for the Great Dragon Tyrant himself. So she is aware of some of the most diabolical dungeon layouts. And she is determined to make sure that she gets out alive. She's like, 50-50 on whether or not she cares about everybody else. But she does know, that it would be easier if they made it out alive too. Someone has to carry that treasure.
Cool. What is Harpath's color? Is she like just a red kobold? Like
Yeah, she's red. She's red with like a gray underbelly. She has like, I think like sort of a red and gray dappling on her back.
Cool.
But yeah, she's usually in full plate. That's just how she rolls.
Sweet. We are waiting for Frank Aspero to show up. But
That's Frank Aspero, not Frank A. Sparrow.
yeah, Frank Gaspero, not
Yeah.
Frank Aspero.
Not our trained sparrow that we have here at the One Shot Network, who does know how to play Dungeons and Dragons.
He's very good.
He's not that good.
Yeah, we've trained a sparrow who's good. He's good for a sparrow.
Yeah,
Yeah, for a
it's kinda
sparrow,
hard.
he's good.
Yeah.
He failed his audition for the Dungeon Dome, though, so he's not that good.
That is very true. I mean,
not
he
that
rolls well.
It's
I
always
guess.
hard to tell what his intentions are. Like,
It's that blank moving face.
Yeah, so we just kind of have to guess.
So my question, as we as we wait.
Whoa!
Is that
Boy, this stream's getting extra hot
is that what we're
The
doing
spicy
here?
Saturday night, guys. Woo!
Right.
D on a Saturday night.
He's blushing too. I love it.
Dungeons and wanking. Okay.
Different show.
As we
What's our rating?
apparently it's NC-17. That's what we're doing tonight. While we wait for Frank, guys. So Leo's tiny hut.
Yeah.
What does it look like?
It's just a bubble, isn't it?
Well, no, it's a literal hut.
It's a little.
Oh,
when
it's a
you
magical hut.
when you
Hang
summon
on.
Leoman's tiny hut, it is like a literal hut that we all climb into. There is a protective bubble on the outside that prevents unsavory characters from getting in.
Oh, that's what it. Okay. Should I read it?
Yeah, please, go for it, read for it.
Read it, and we will come up with some details.
Great. A 10-foot radius immobile dome of force springs into existence and around and above you and remains stationary for the duration. The spell ends if you leave the area.
Oh, I guess it's not a real hut.
9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with you. The spell fails if its area includes a larger creature or more than 9 creatures. Creatures and objects within the dome when you cast the spell can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside. Until the spell ends, you can command the interior to become dimly lit or dark. The dome is opaque from the outside of any color you choose, but it is transparent from the inside.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude.
That's really cool. I also find that really boring. So
Can there actually
there's
be
actually a tiny
I
hut
wanna-
in it.
There's a recommendation of a portable Pizza Hut. I don't know. I don't
that'd
know
be-
how we feel about that.
I kind of want I want the dome to appear, and then inside of it, it's like a grassy hill with
With like a little
the
hut
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
then-
hut is obviously bigger on the inside than
yeah.
it is on the
Oh
outside.
yeah, absolutely.
And this is like 2 giblets' personal tastes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's all
Clearly.
everything is too small for everyone else. Because
Well, no, I'm a
half your
kobold.
size.
I'm 2
so
feet
you're the
tall.
perfect size.
Yeah.
Everything's huge
Everything's
here.
For
big
everyone
for
else,
me.
you're like
Yep.
getting
So
in.
I'm gonna say that the hut itself is, let's say it's 15 by 15 square.
Great.
And we'll say it is. Actually, roll me a D4 real quick. The pointy pyramid one.
Thank you for describing it.
4.
So there are 4 levels to this.
Hell yeah.
So it's Leo's tiny mansion.
Okay, so we each get a level, right?
Yeah.
You each get a
yeah.
level.
We
You
have
each have a level on
privacy.
it.
They're like the size of a decent bedroom, right?
Yeah, it's about the size of a decent bedroom.
And a
I'm
bathroom.
gonna
We all
say
have private bathrooms.
That's
too.
nice.
there is a spiral
Indoor plumbing?
staircase that
This
runs
is
down the middle of
amazing.
it.
Great.
So you can head down, up or down. What is it? Does it go down or does it go up?
Well, I think we have 1 floor below.
Okay.
So like if there are any creatures who prefer the dark, they can go
Okay.
downstairs, and then there's
Thank
3
you.
above. Yeah.
So while we're sitting here waiting, do tell us what your room looks like. Let's start with Giblet.
Oh no, Giblet's room. Giblet's room is very colorful. There are bits of performance type objects everywhere, such as a whole basket of juggling balls and object knives, whatever you could think of to practice with. There's a miniature stage set up with just a little lip on it, and then a curtain he hung up on the wall to like practice his bits.
Giblet's room sounds like a kid's cartoon.
Exactly.
That or a comedy club. It sounds like.
Yeah, either or.
and his bed is small, but it's like in the corner, and it's got this beautiful draping fabric over it, so he can sleep like the princess he is. I keep saying he, but they prefer to be androgynous, so I should be using they. But yeah, so it's just a lovely little comfortable, lots of poofy pillows, lots of cute shit.
Oh man, that's super cute.
Giblet is very comfortable.
So, Ramirez, do tell us about your floor. I just had to, because I'm like, is it Ramirez? It's not Ramirez.
It's not Ramirez,
You're
no.
not. You're not trying to. You're not trying to do the whole Highlander thing. You're Ramirez, not Ramirez.
Yes.
So go for it.
Well, I have a question.
Sure.
Since Giblet was the caster, are all the rooms like their ideal?
Yes.
Or
I think that they should adapt to whoever enters the room.
oh, they adapt to whoever enters
Yes.
the room. Okay,
That's
gotcha.
my feeling.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Of course. So then it stretches to fit your size.
Ah, well, that's nice. Okay, so then for Ramaris's room, then it would just be like she probably took the top floor, just so that she could kind of keep an eye on
Survey
things
the
and
world.
everything like that, because that's her style. It kind of looks like a treetop up there. So she's got like a really nice soft hammock in between two of the branches that she's sleeping on, and there's soft grass underneath her feet, even though it's inside and everything. And if she looks just through the leaves, she can see stars and things like that.
Oh, cool.
That's what her setup is looking like.
Cool. Harpuff.
So Harpath has a tasteful modern apartment downstairs. Like I want to say, like the little door that you have to pull up, like is like of rotted wood, and like a dank basement smell sort of like wafts out when you walk in. Like when people like look in, it's a little too dark for people who don't have dark vision to look down. But when you go down there, it is all marble, very high ceilings, very sort of like minimalist, modern aesthetic. There's a sofa. There's a like sort of bubble fireplace. And there's just a fine selection of reading materials and books.
I feel like smooth jazz is playing.
Yeah, absolutely smooth jazz is playing, and there's like a bugbear skin rug. Or no, an owl bear skin.
Let's say not,
rug.
yeah, Albert.
Yeah.
They're cute yet deadly.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, she likes to get in there, curl up with a good book. The Great Dragon Tyrant, in addition to his religious texts, has written a lot of novels.
Oh.
And there's sort of a, like, you can see on the back of one of the books, there's his author photo, which is him just like, you know, leaning against one of his giant dragon fists. And he's also got like what must be in life, tremendously enormous gold wire rim spectacles that are on. But yeah. Yeah, definitely some romance, some sci-fi, some horror. The Great Dragon Tyrant doesn't sort of like tie themselves down with like different genres. It likes to explore. And that's one of the reasons Lady Harpath loves to worship.
Very nice. Very nice. So, since we are out of ways to stall, and Frank is not here yet, what do you guys think? Should we go for it, or?
I think we gotta start going for it.
Yeah, I think we need to go.
Yeah.
Okay then. So let's jump in. You guys, you come outside of Leo's tiny mansion, and as you come outside, the dome is transparent on the inside. Correct?
Yes, transparent. You can't see. You can see out of it, but you can't see into it.
Cool. So you look out and you are in this room that has the stone statue, that has the shield up, like before. Although, did Frank's character take the shield? I can't remember if
Yes.
he took that
well,
shield.
he does
I don't think he actually took the shield.
because he can't use it.
I think it's too heavy for him.
Yeah. One of us.
Does the shield reactivate?
No, he cast Dispel Magic.
He did.
He
He
did.
cast
Oh, that's
Dispel
right.
Magic
Okay,
on
good.
it.
I thought one of us took it. I don't know who.
I think Frank did take it.
Yeah.
I think he took
Well,
it
do
as
we
well.
check his
Let me check his
character sheet?
sheet.
I'll bet he did not write it down.
Yeah.
But I am pretty certain that he took
I mean,
it.
he wrote down the spell tube that he got.
Yeah, well, if he wrote down the spell tube. But I have like I would put it at an 80% certainty that he did that.
Okay, let's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip for it. Heads, he took it. Tails, he didn't. He took it. So it's with you guys, that shield.
Hear him.
Is that him? Hey, here he comes.
Wow. Yay.
Parties for a living.
Welcome, Frank.
Hey guys.
Jump in.
Jumping.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Sparrow.
Frank Sparrow.
Whoa, Oliver.
Ooh.
Chill out. He was like right there.
I
It's
know.
all good.
I must have startled you.
Yeah.
You're okay. Come here.
So you guys
It was on the floor.
head
I
out
think it's underneath
of
the chair.
Leo's tiny mansion, and what do you guys do? Do you dispel the? What are you guys up to?
Okay, before we walk out of it, I feel like we should check again
To make sure.
this room isn't filled with monsters. They're like, oh, what is this?
All right, roll a perception for
Yeah.
me.
I'll go ahead and poke my head out first and see what I can see. So that is. Okay, I knew this last time. Hold on.
I'm on.
15.
15. With the 15, you look out, and again, this room is empty. The statue still stands there. Frank, you took the shield last time from this statue, correct?
No, someone else took the shield.
Somebody took the shield.
I thought that someone else took
Somebody
it.
took the
yeah.
shield.
Yeah, I was not the one that took the shield. I also need to
I don't.
quickly grab my dice. The good thing is I
Maybe.
put my
I
backpack
guess
in
maybe
reach.
I did.
I don't remember Frank taking
Because I have a mundane shield.
I thought you might have taken the shield.
Okay. I guess I have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a large iron shield.
Cool.
There's nothing with it.
I nail it to my wall.
Okay, so it's we have a shot
your
of
bedroom.
Harpoff putting up a nail and putting the shield on there. very
And
nice.
she carves in Draconic into the face of the shield one of the sacred rites of the great dragon tyrant, which is just suck it, losers.
Sounds about right.
That's one of the commandments that he issued to
Very
his
nice.
followers.
Very nice. And in the beautiful draconic "suck it, losers" on there. So you look out and there's nothing in the room.
It seems like it's fine from what I can tell.
Cool.
Who what?
Eh.
Good morning.
Who are you playing, Frank?
I'm playing Alaric von Steuben. He is a noble half-elf of House von Steuben. He's very good-looking, and that's about it. That's his most important
by
trait.
human standards.
What kind of what race is he and what class is he?
By all standards.
only
He's
half.
a sorcerer, and he is half-elf. Half-elf.
What's your cloaca like?
Oh boy.
My who?
Gross.
Will you do me a favor, Frank? Will you take a Sharpie and will you write your name and then
Yes.
your AC,
Here's some colors.
hit points,
Excellent. I need
and perceptive,
Probably
and
purple.
passive perception.
I wrote AP. I meant AC. I
This
think
is
you know
fine.
what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Okay,
On-
wait,
on
what
that.
do I need to write on?
Your AC, hit points, and passive perception, and then on the other side, write your name of your character.
Should I put my
character
AC with magic, like mage armor on?
put a slash with it? So
Cool,
I
I'll
know
do
what both of
slashing.
them are.
Cool.
Okay, so you guys look outside. Nothing there. What do you guys want to do?
Does the hut need to be dispelled, or does it just go away on its own? Does it suck into your pocket?
As soon as I walk out of it, it disappears.
Okay. As you step outside, we hear the as the bubble pops
Okay.
and Leo's mini mansion goes away, and you guys are standing in this room. Let's read the description of it. A rusty statue of a knight stands at the western end of this hall. Shards and flakes of rusted metal cover the floor around the statue's feet. All right.
Oh, Frank needs a mini.
AC, what else?
Hit points, passive perception.
Oh, your mini.
Put it on the back so I can see it.
Oh, I just put it on the
Do you want
front.
this
It's
mini
all
to be
good.
all
I'll
right
put it
for
on the
now?
back.
Yeah, that's fine.
This will be a picture of a wand. A very thick wand.
Okay. Here you guys are. What do you want to do?
What on earth? Sorry, I'm just looking over my spells. They're pretty great.
Always helps to be prepared. Well, there was So this floor, it seems like we've pretty much covered everything. There wasn't anything more special in that fountain room, I don't think.
Fountain room, I think we covered it,
I think so.
didn't we?
It was really just one more room that we hadn't gone into.
Yeah, the one with the killing machine in
Yeah.
front of it.
Yeah, the killing machine room. I'm definitely gonna veto that.
I say no killing machine room as well.
Should we proceed to the next floor then?
There is something that we may or may not want to look into. How strong would you say you guys are?
Physically, meh, at a distance, pretty good.
Okay, so we did hear rushing water from one direction when we went into the
Oh, yes,
secret
that's
underroom.
right.
So we could see what's in that direction. For that, I would want somebody on a rope so that people could pull them back if trouble started. But we don't know where that water empties out to. It might not be worth looking into. It's just, an option that we have.
Well, I think if either yourself or Giblet were to be at the end of the rope,
I
you're
am
both
quite small.
You're both small enough that I think our combined weight of the three of us that would be left behind could anchor you.
Also, my passive perception is 20.
That's true.
I'm gonna vote for Giblet because my perception is dog garbage. It's the
right.
sort of garbage that like an intelligent dog would create. So like wrappers for candy it shouldn't be eating and fur.
I also think, Harpath, you've got quite a lot of strength under all that armor.
No, I do not. Culturally, kobolds don't value strength. Strength is something for people who you can't sneak up on.
Aha! Yes.
So, I say I'm gonna tie this silken rope around Giblet
Silken.
to create a harness. And Harpath takes a few moments going about like creating what is like the Japanese like bondage art rope thing. Has like an incredibly secure tie on Giblet that is probably like more than necessary. All right, Giblet, let's go down to. I like that we have you on this leash. Let's go down to that sub basement just so that you can look in that direction. If anything bad happens, tug on the rope and we'll tug you right back.
Great.
So, quick question. How are we making we have to make our way back there, yes?
Yes.
We have to go.
So we're gonna have to either go through the grate,
Eh,
through that booby trap door,
yeah.
or back in that room with the floating skull
way
and the
back.
dancing skeleton.
Going back to the floating skull room, I think, is probably the best course of action on this.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the path of least resistance.
Hopefully that key skeleton is there and we can get it to open the door for us again.
Well,
Does it close?
I don't think the door closed.
I don't think it closed
Okay,
behind us.
I guess we'll find out.
Cool. As you guys prepare to leave, you hear
God damn it.
From what direction?
Lady Harpath, stop breathing so loudly.
as from around the corner, two large, in full plate mail entities enter. They're medium-sized, but they're covered in this grody, rusted plate mail with bucket helmets, spikes, and dried blood all over them as they step around the corner. And they look at you, all of you guys, breathing heavily.
Are these undead?
You can't tell from what you're seeing because they're completely covered head to toe in plate mail.
I
themselves
would
up a
like
little
to use a charge of divine sense.
Cool.
This would tell me if they are undead, celestial, or fiend.
Cool. You do that, and immediately you see that they are not. They are neither undead. I mean,
If the fiend would be like either a demon or a devil.
yeah, they're not those.
Okay. It should say.
Yeah, it will say no. They're none of that.
Okay.
As they turn and look at you guys, and then begin to move forward. Roll initiative.
Oh boy.
13. Is it? Do we add anything? I forget.
It's you'd add the initiative score there, so you did pretty well.
17.
The initiative score. Oh yeah, you're perfect.
I'd like to cast friendship.
Okay. Hold on. Real quick,
That's gonna waste a spell slot. It's just gonna waste a spell slot.
Don't.
who's got an initiative higher than 20? Anybody?
I got 20 exactly.
20 exactly. So that's going to be
Nice.
Frank. Anybody have between 20 and 15?
I'm at 18, baby.
18.
17.
17. So. And what do you have?
No,
I got a
I just want
5.
to make friends. They don't want me to make friends.
Oliver was making friends with me just now.
Why would you
Okay,
make friends
Frank,
with them?
you are up first.
Excellent.
Maybe we can convince them to go beat up other things for us.
Yeah. I don't wanna
as the
associate
two
myself
of them
with
like
something that dirty.
move forward, and you notice that they are not undead. They don't look undead, but they do seem to be heading towards you, rather
Menacingly?
menacingly. Yes.
All right. They're right in front of the door. I'm going to go ahead and put a cloud of daggers right in front of the guy on my left.
This one.
No, the other one.
This one.
Okay.
Just right there.
How big is the cloud?
It's a 5-foot square.
5 foot
So
square.
would it
Like a
go
little,
like
like-
basically just on top of him?
Okay, on top of him. Sweet. So what do we do with
So he takes 44 slashing damage.
that? Is there a roll for him to do?
Yes, it's a dex roll.
A dex roll based off of
Dex
your
save.
off
Based
of-
of mine, so 18 is the
18.
save.
18 is the save. He makes it.
Okay, so he'll take half damage.
All right, roll damage.
And then at the beginning of his turn, he has to roll that again. Uh-oh. 4, 3. So 8, 9. So that's the total. So he takes 4 or 5.
Yeah, he will take 4.
But he also has to roll his dex save at the beginning of
the
his
next
turn
one, yes.
Again.
All right.
Leave these over here.
Cool. Do you want to move? Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna move behind everybody. Well, why would I be in front? I have the
Sweet.
money.
James, you're next.
All right. I'm trying to decide which one is going to be. I want to take him down quickly. So Lady Harpath takes out a cigar and lights it. Takes a big puff of it and goes, "All right, idiots, let's get to work." She saunters over to this one. The creature is breathing heavily. It's got the dried blood on its hands. She looks up at it, looks at you guys, cracks her knuckles, and then gets on her knees and goes, "Oh God, please don't hurt us! Please don't hurt me and my friends! We just want to leave rich!" And now everybody who acts this round is going to have advantage to attack it.
Oh, great.
The thing looks at you again, quizzically, as you get close to it. So everybody has advantage to attack on this
Great.
thing. Anything else?
That is both of my actions. So I think, before she cracked her knuckles, she pulled out her rapier and held it in front of her and whispered a prayer to the great dragon tyrant. And it lights up in a menacing red glow.
Cool.
And then she begs for the life of her and her comrades.
Okay, as one does. Which makes Mel. It's your turn.
Ooh, goody.
Giblet.
Alright.
What does Giblet do?
I want to make friends, but
Do not.
Harpon.
These are clearly not intelligent.
we haven't even tried.
She did make friends with a skeleton.
We've
Yeah.
already the way the rules work with the friendship cantrip,
Yeah?
I want to point out, is for any non-hostile creature. We've already cast an attack spell on one of them.
Yeah.
They are hostile creatures.
Well,
Also, the GM had us roll initiative.
whatever.
We're past the point for friendship.
Fine. Hang on, let me make it. These guys seem big and tough and awful, so I guess we need to blow some interesting moves on them. How about, where is it?
The chat would like you to kiss one. Oh, that's right, chat. You can give these guys inspiration for 300 bits. Everybody is...
I have one inspiration already.
So Harpuff has inspiration, but
I was given one.
You
Yeah,
have
I
been
one.
inspiration.
Yeah.
You said each of these are 10 feet?
From last
and they're-
session.
Yeah.
So I
Each one is
know
10
it rolls
feet.
over.
Okay, so I want to move right in between both of them, and I would like to cast Thunder Wave.
Thunderwave.
Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must take a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Nice.
Does that save for half or save for damage at all?
I believe it's just save for damage.
Okay.
I'm sorry. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed.
Cool. I successfully saved, but I will still take half
What's
damage.
the save based on?
Constitution.
Constitution. It's based off of her spell AC.
Her spell DC, yeah.
Her spell DC is what I meant.
Let's see, and her spell DC is not written down immediately. It would be 3 plus 8 plus 4.
15?
15.
15. Okay. Okay. They both make that save.
Yeah. Okay, so we're all taking half damage. from
Everyone's going to take half damage. So roll 2d8.
Which one is that? Is
The
that
D8
this?
is this boy, so
Two triangles on top of each other.
roll those.
Getting busy.
8.
So they take 4 damage.
Ow!
My bad. I panicked.
And we hear the as the room shakes, and we hear the rattle of their armor, but they stand their ground as they move forward.
Hey, folks, to make that action that I took worthwhile, I would encourage people rolling attacks.
Oh. Should I?
I got
It's
you,
advantage. Oh, is advantage only to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Should I have rolled to hit? Or, well, I
It's
guess
all
that
right.
was already-
We're learning.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. So
Learning.
that dude takes a what was it again? What's the AC?
Hey, don't lick the
Frank?
carpet all over. It is gross.
It's an 18
18.
for a dex save.
Whew. And he makes it.
He makes it. Still take half damage.
So what's the roll damage again for him?
Roll of damage is 2, 4,
No,
6,
I'm good.
9 again,
I'm good.
so the same amount he took last time.
Oh, so 4.
4, yeah.
Cool. These things lumber forward. The first one heads straight for Giblet.
Oh.
Second one attacks Lady Harpuff. And that's a natural 1 on that one.
Nice.
Sweet. I'm glad that was giblets.
And 13,
Yes, that's gonna be this.
17, 18, 20, and you have 21.
Yes.
So it just misses. The first one, Giblet, does this wide sweep. And you see these gauntlets, these massive gauntlets on it that are spiked and covered in gore as it swings past you and you like move out of the way.
I matrix that bitch.
And Harpuff, as this one brings it down upon you, and as it starts to bring it down upon you, you move to the side, but they each get 2 attacks.
Ooh, shit. this is actually. It has disadvantage to attack Giblet because of my aura of protection.
Sweet.
Or not my aura of protection. It is something that I do. Hold on. Protection fighting style.
Cool. So it's a flurry of blows. It's swing, swing. They do 4 attacks total, and they miss all of them as they roll back and forth, and they hear like smack the ground, and Lady Harpuff's like running between their legs and stuff. It's
All right, nerd, it's my turn.
All
I'm
right.
going to hit it with a riposte.
do it.
That is because I have my Channel Divinity Sacred Weapon, 26 to hit.
20. That absolutely hits.
And I am going to use a Wrathful Smite on this idiot, which will also do 1d6 psychic damage in addition to my superiority die and damage die. It must also make a DC 14 wisdom saving throw or be frightened of me.
And it is now frightened of you.
Hell yes. It takes 11, or no, it's not 11 damage. It takes 15 damage and is frightened.
Frightened on ability checks and attack rolls, so it has disadvantage, double disadvantage, just a disadvantage. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Is this the one right in front of you? Okay.
Yeah, so that all happens, and it is now afraid of you as you have dealt a mighty blow to it.
Get down here, nerd. I'm going to shove you into a locker.
As it kind of moves backwards. And you hear it echo in this bucket helmet of its. And let's see, so that's the 2 of them. Shanna, your turn.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna just kind of go like right by where the entrance of the hallway is. Just kind of position myself there.
So you move behind Ulrich.
Well, not behind him, like kind of next to him.
Okay.
On the other side of him, actually.
sorry.
Yeah, like right there. I just kind of took a step back
Okay.
just to kind of like draw. And then I'm gonna enchant my arrow with ensnaring strike
Okay.
at an additional level.
Cool,
And
cool.
so I'm shooting at the one attacking Lady Harpath at advantage.
Excellent.
So that is... That's 25 to hit.
25 to hit, definitely hits. Roll
Okay,
damage.
great. So then it has to make a strength check or else it's ensnared.
Okay. Well, what is it? What is the DC on the strength check?
The DC is...
Doesn't matter. Roll the 20. It's good.
It rolled a 20.
It rolled a 20 on
Okay,
it.
yeah,
So it is not ensnared, but it is hurt.
Okay, and it'll just take an additional d6 or 2d6 from the piercing damage of
Cool.
the snares, but it's not ensnared. So let me get those extra guys, and then my damage is too many dice.
Too many dice.
And that guy was already wounded from Lady Harpath, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he gets an extra d8 from me.
If he's already wounded?
Yep.
Cool.
Dropping my dice everywhere. 'Cause I do.
Dropping our dice.
All right. Hooah.
Oh my gosh.
8, 9, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
Damn. Okay. You pull back, you pull an arrow from your quiver and pull back on the string, and we see the arrow, the camera goes up on the arrow, and the arrow begins to grow like thorns. And we see the arrow shift into this like spiral designed thorn thing. And you let go of it, and it spins, and it whistles as it hits the thing in the chink of an armor, and it sprouts tangling vines that go around it. It's able to grab them and keep them back, but it gets majorly hurt. We see the arrow protrude underneath one arm and come out its back, punching through the armor. And it's a little bit nasty. Let's see here. So that is that, which means, Frank, you're up again.
I actually get a second attack.
Oh my gosh, that's right, you have a second attack.
I'm gonna take my second attack. So then
Actually.
I pull out a second arrow, do the same thing to the other guy. So this will be. This one is not at advantage, though, right? Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. So this
Oh no, wait. It's. I think it's
Or is he
all at
still-
advantage because, let's see, this is cower beg. Yeah, grovel cower beg. Give all allies advantage on attacks against enemies within 10 feet.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you have an
Okay,
advantage on this.
So I do have advantage on this one. Okay. So that is 22 to hit.
22 to hit, and that absolutely hits.
Okay,
so
great.
roll damage.
All right. So this will be a strength check to see if it's ensnared
Oh, that's
from
right.
you.
Gonna roll that. It's
I
gonna be
should've just kept all
15.
these
You
out.
said. Rolled another 20, so that's
Okay, so yeah, it's not stuck. Okay. D8 plus another. D8 plus another. We'll do this D6 because why not?
Prepare to get ready. What you're gonna do, Frank?
I already know.
Awesome.
All right, this one's not as impressive. Just 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
If you can, leave one of them alive.
This is just 20.
20.
Yeah.
I've got to test this thing on them.
She says, holding up the vial of water that you got from the well.
As like Ramaris is just launching these like beautifully like entangling arrows and like shredding these things.
They can't see, but on the terms of service for my shield, anyone who attacks me signs up for medical experiments.
The second arrow punches through the other side of the creature, and we see it go deep into it, and out of its back shoulder we see, as it breaks through the armor, a sprout of tangling vines with thorns on it. But it is not entangled, even though it is deeply hurt and groans in pain. We see its eyes kind of flash red as it moves back and forth, going berserk. And we are at Auric. Auric, what are you gonna do?
Cool. I'm gonna use a ray of frost on that guy.
Okay,
That has been hit by the 2 arrows.
Okay, so the one over Harpoff.
Yeah. So I gotta roll. an
Well, I
attack.
hit each one of them.
Oh, you
Yeah,
hit
you
each
hit
one of them.
You
One
should.
X.
I would aim for this one because
Yeah,
this
that's-
one is threatening Giblet, and
That's
Giblet
the
is
plan.
squishier than Harpath.
Sorry if that wasn't clear. I
The one that
hit
is
each
threatening
one of them.
Giblet.
So it was like shoop and then shoop.
No, that's fine. You hit both of them. So
Okay.
you're hitting the one that's at Giblet.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Since this is on a spell, does that mean I have to roll on the wild magic
Roll
thing?
on the wild magic table.
Oh, great!
What does that mean?
So he chose as one of his his subclass to sorcerer, right?
Yeah.
Wild magic, which means when something goes wrong, he has to roll on a special table that tells him how wrong it goes.
The last time this happened, this girl turned into a potted plant. So we'll see what happens.
It's
Part of
your
my
whole like,
backstory, guys.
backstory.
It's part of my backstory. Okay, so percent dies. This is gonna be a good time.
All right, let's see what
Apologize
happens.
for whatever happens here. All right, let's see. I got 48, and that is a unicorn controlled by the DM appears in a space within 5 feet of you, then disappears 1 minute later.
Hell yes, dude!
So,
Me.
from out of nowhere,
Is it a
this
friendly?
beautiful
hope so.
unicorn.
Well, unicorns are typically good aligned, so
I'm chaotic good.
But they're fearsome. They're ferocious.
Oh, that's super interesting. Hold on. Because it's teleported in here, correct?
Is it
It immediately disappears.
Oh.
So this unicorn steps out of nowhere and then is gone.
Gross, did I just smell a unicorn?
Oh,
That was not supposed to happen.
we didn't have time to make friends.
Yeah, I'm real upset. I didn't get to cast friendship.
I have animal friendship.
Is it you, Allie? I'm so sorry. Okay.
Did it get sucked into a bad place?
Well, we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going.
The tumor.
We're gonna keep going. So, what do you want to do, Frank?
What have you done?
I mean,
What did
I
we
heard
just
that was
learn
by
about the
action. I
tomb?
failed the spell, and it made a unicorn appear and
Wait.
immediately disappear.
Did you roll with advantage?
It's only to attack.
It's only to attack.
Only to
and
attack.
spells don't.
Yeah, spells are different.
And so, like, we see the unicorn, and it is beautiful and pristine. Allie, tell us about the unicorn as we. What does it look like?
It is.
Quickly.
It is large, as tall as a draft horse, but slender and willowy and beautiful and lean. And it is so bright and brilliant that it burns the eyes of everyone who looks at it right away.
With its golden mane, it flicks it back and
it-
forth.
Its ears swivel and its eyes fall upon Alucard, and its nostrils flare, and then it is sucked into
Into nothing.
nothingness.
And it's gone. So, do you want to move Ulrich at all? or?
Yes, I'm gonna move further away. I'm gonna move behind.
It's fine. You're fine.
James, it's your turn.
All right,
I missed the unicorn.
I'm gonna mess this idiot up. She is going to take her 2 attacks against this guy because she is within 5 feet of an ally. She has advantage on these attacks.
Yeah, that's the thing. Kobolds all, if they're
Pack
next
tactics.
to people, they attack in packs.
Nice.
Does a 20 hit?
That absolutely hits.
Cool. Does a 19 hit?
19 that definitely hits.
Cool. So both my attacks are successful. I guess I should roll to make sure that they're not crits. That is not a crit. And that is a crit. Boom!
Sweet.
So Lady Harpath is first going to throw down her non-critical attack. That is 7 damage for her first attack. And for the critical... Oh, shit. 22 damage for the critical.
Nice.
Plus 7, correct? Because of the first one?
Plus, yeah, with the 7 is the first attack, and then 22 is the second.
So 29 total.
29 total.
Tell me what you do.
So Lady Harpath is sort of messing with this thing because it's afraid of her now.
Yes, it is.
And kobolds are instinctively they have just an instinct when they recognize whenever something fears them and they have power over it, and they immediately start toying with it like a cat. So she does a couple false swings with her rapier. She's like and it's like kobold bad. And then she immediately goes after its legs and takes out both of its Achilles tendons.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
And as it sort of leans down in pain, she looks it in the eyes and goes, "I want you to know I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to perform magical experiments on you first. I have so little respect for this dungeon. So little."
Sweet.
Is it dead or is it still up?
No, it's still up. It is trying to move back into the hallway because it's afraid of you.
Yeah.
It's moving backwards, and the only place for it to go
Oh, just back him up into the fountain.
is down that hallway.
Just dump him right into it. And see what
Giblet,
happens.
If he runs
your turn.
away, yeah.
I'm just gonna do a regular attack because I keep hurting people. I don't know what I'm doing. I have astounding amounts of acrobatics. Can I pull off a sweet move where I jump up on top of this idiot and use my dagger to stab him in the neck?
Oh, I'm gonna say roll the attack first.
Okay.
If you make the attack, then of course you can totally do that.
Oh, that's not gonna. Oh, it's at advantage though.
Yes, it is an advantage.
It might not be an advantage for her. I had the grovel cower bag advantage last. I think I need to
I
use
only
an action
cast
to
a
do that.
spell last
Ooh, I can
time.
make you have advantage.
I haven't
if
used.
you don't have it.
Let me double check Volo's guide, but continue with the turn.
Continue. We're gonna go with it for yes for right now because
Okay.
we're just gonna keep going with it, and if we need to change it, we'll change it. and make that final
So-
rule. But you have advantage this moment.
Okay.
So
So I rolled a 13, and then that's a +6, so I have 19.
that absolutely hits. So
Cool.
roll damage with your your
have
dagger or your hand axe. Your hand axe has more.
I'll use the hand axe
Cool.
then, because it's 1d6 +2 slashing. So 6 damage
6 damage.
right underneath the helmet.
Okay, so it is.
And can I turn his helmet around?
Roll me that acrobatics to see if you can do that.
What am I rolling?
So roll a d20,
Okay.
add your acrobatics skill, which is a plus 10.
So I'm at 24,
Okay, so it's 24 acrobatics.
and I just want to spin his helmet around so he can't see.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for him as a strength to see if he can stop you. No, he cannot. So
Right.
this is what happens. He's swung at you a bunch of times. He's been hit a bunch of times, and you parkour yourself off of himself to like move up to the top of him, and then as you're on his head, you take the axe, put it into the slit
Neck.
of his bucket.
Yep.
And then you turn it around, and he's waving everywhere. It is now blinded.
Great. I have a question. Being this close to him, can I tell what he is yet?
I'm gonna say, so this is what you see on him. You notice in the spaces where the armor is not, is stitched together skin. And it looks to be different types of skin. So there's like dark skin and light skin and...
Some kind of Frankenstein
Can
goober?
I roll a knowledge check?
Sure. Actually roll an Arcana with it. Or just a regular knowledge, whichever is better for you.
I don't know what it would be. Would it be
intelligence.
religion?
It's
No,
either it's
okay.
either a history or an Arcana.
Okay, let me see how my history is. It's the same as my Arcana. Dang, I only got a 10, so I
10.
probably don't know.
I mean, with a 10, you can understand that this is it's a flesh golem.
Yeah,
Like
this is a construct. That's why these aren't undead.
I have
Goddamn wizards.
history.
I mean, that's the most you're gonna
well,
information you're gonna get. Is that it's a
It
con-
is.
it's a-
Extremely.
Okay.
and so it is now blinded.
Magic's in my blood. I don't have to.
So
learn it.
blinded.
Yeah.
This guy is
Sorcerers just know magic. Wizards have to study like nerds.
frightened. So
That's right.
it's now their
Exactly
turn.
right.
So this one is now blind. Man. Okay.
And just for future reference, Grovel, Cower, Beg works until the end of my next turn.
Cool.
And it does take an action for me to do it.
Cool. It is. Of course, it takes disadvantage. Okay, so that didn't work. Let's look at the next one. 7, 8, 9. Okay. That one does hit. Okay, so...
No.
What is happening?
I hope it wasn't Giblet.
It's attacking Giblet and trying desperately to get at Giblet off of its head, and it swings at you, Giblet, and you like dodge to the side, and as you move to the next side, it BAM! Gets you. And you are going to take... $20 damage.
Giblet!
As it basically
Oh god.
smacks you in the back of the head with its big spiked gauntlets. You're pierced with the gauntlets and hit with it, and you are very, very hit with that. So
Extremely hit. Giblet, I'm a paladin,
Do you want
which
me to
also
update this?
yes, please.
Giblet, I'm a paladin, which also makes me a medical
Oh,
professional.
actually, no. Just leave it as is. Just
Okay.
keep it for you.
I can tell you got pretty hit. Is my diagnosis.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say.
That's an
Harpath.
extreme. This is a pretty extreme case of hit.
So if I got whapped, which direction did I fly when I whapped out? Can I fly towards my friends or?
Oh, does it
It doesn't. It doesn't
do
hit
knockback.
move. It hits you, but you don't go anywhere.
Oh, you don't fall
That's a
off.
lot of damage to not fly off of him.
She doesn't end up
Trust me,
prone.
you don't want to fly back because then you
Alright.
gotta get an
Here,
attack of off.
I will say, if you want to move, you can. You will take
that's
fall
a lot of
damage.
Nah.
Okay. Harpoff.
Yeah.
This thing swings at you. Oh, but it's taking disadvantage. It swings at you again, and it hits you that second time.
What a son of... I'm impressed, actually.
You take 15 damage.
Must have rolled lucky.
As it's trying to move backwards. And I'm going to actually say, it's frightened of you. Oh, no, it's fine. It's not going to move backwards.
Oh, so it's not moving away from me.
It's not moving away from you. Oh, but it's frightened.
Did it
No,
roll disadvantage on its
It
second
did.
attack?
It,
Damn.
it rolled disadvantage on its second attack.
What a lucky son of a gun.
Yeah, it was a pretty freaking light. It was a 19.
It must have been two 19s, though.
Yeah, it was.
Good
it
lord.
was. It was super high. Super high. Super. It is not going to go anywhere. Okay. So that's the two of them, which means Shauna, you're up.
Okay. How big is the space that we're in?
You guys are in. It's 30 feet by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 feet.
Okay. So since the guy that just did all that damage to Giblet is blinded, would you say I have advantage?
You do. You have advantage
Okay.
against him.
Then I'm going to go after that one first.
Sorry.
Are you just pleased that you could just hang off of other
Yeah, I'm
characters?
just looking.
Allie, are you able to switch to...
Hang on.
Overhead?
Is the close-up cam on?
Yeah, it's on.
Here, can you give him a little tasty taste of what I've done here?
That's great.
All right.
We pause for this important visual representation. Okay, so,
Mark said in the chat.
what?
Time moves when you move.
Super hot.
Go for
All
it.
right. So she's gonna draw out just a regular bow or regular arrow to hit at advantage. Not great rolls. Let's do 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, great.
And which one is this one? The giblet one?
The Giblet one.
Okay.
So this is 19 to hit the Giblet one. Then we're gonna do D8.
Giblet.
Okay.
My brain keeps trying to say Diglet.
20 damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Diglet. Giblet.
So as it's moving back and forth, you get your second attack. So roll for your second attack while I describe what happens. You take an aim at it and you shoot it, and the arrow punches through the armor and it hits into this thing's face, doing 20 damage and moans of pain.
Okay. I definitely hit with the second one.
Okay, awesome.
I rolled an 18.
18? That
Plus-
is definitely a hit.
Plus 12.
Oh,
so.
okay. Then yeah.
Yep. It's a 30 to hit.
So 30.
All right. Ha. 12, 13, 14. 19.
19 damage.
And I'm going to keep going after the Giblet one because that mofo hit my Giblet.
Yeah.
How dare he?
How dare he?
Frank,
She's
you're
so
up.
squishy.
We're gonna try this again. I'm gonna use another bolt of fire.
Okay. Firebolt.
So rolling.
Oh, which one are you attacking?
The one that hit Giblet.
Okay.
You can just, if you turn off your thing, won't make a spark.
I just didn't want to blow out her ear.
Yeah, if you turn it off before you unplug it, won't.
Well, I didn't roll a 1, so that's good. Is it my dexterity since it's a ranged magic attack?
No,
or
it'll
is
be
it
your attack bonus based on your spells.
my attack bonus based on my spells.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, cool. Awesome. I got a 27.
That definitely hits.
Cool. And that's 2d10, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yes,
2d10.
2d10. So 10, 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage.
Fire.
Awesome. So
It worked.
It works, and it works spectacularly. You throw this firebolt over at it. It's taking this thing to the eye. It grabs it, and you hit this thing square in the chest. And the firebolt is so hot, it burns through the metal, goes straight through it, and out the other side, and it drops.
Which one
dead.
did he drop?
He dropped
Giblet?
the giblet one.
Yay!
I saved Giblet. Just me.
And
Ramona's
Harpath,
too focused to even like care.
you're up.
All right. Looks like I'm gonna have to hit it again. Let's see, 24 for the first one. Make sure it's not a crit. It is not. That is just 6 damage for the first one.
Okay,
That didn't do it.
that didn't do it.
All right. For the second one. And we established that 19 hits. Okay. For this one, I am going to burn a first level spell slot for Divine Smite,
Awesome.
which is doing an extra d8 of damage. And that is 11 damage.
11 damage. Awesome. How do you kill it?
Well, I would like to, if possible, subdue it. Is that not possible?
Not possible.
Okay. Damn. I'll have to find another living creature to test my magical experiments on. I want you to know before I kill you, you've disappointed me. She, with a graceful swing, with actually 2 stabs of a rapier, one goes through 1 foot, which unbalances him because she already cut its tendons. It falls before her, and the other one, she just sort of stylishly backstabs it directly in the face.
Cool.
Before pulling it out and swinging it so the blood flings off of her sword.
Beautiful. And by doing that, it falls to its knees and falls backwards and dies. Yay! And the 2 of them are dead.
Can we just throw their bodies into that water to see if anything happens?
I think that is probably a good idea.
You drag the bodies down the hallway.
They drag the bodies. I don't touch it.
And you are at that fountain, dragging those bodies. What do you want to do? You want to throw them in there?
Just toss it right in there.
Okay, so you toss them in there. Let me...
Toss one in there, not both of them.
Okay.
One at a
Healing
time.
fountain.
Oh God, if it is.
If it is, I got it in a bottle.
1, that's great. 2, that's not.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Oh God.
I'm a little worried about it now. We already threw a pebble in a thing we shouldn't have.
We gotta know what this does. It could be helpful.
And a demon popped out.
Yeah, just don't trust anything.
And I want
just
to
keep
point
getting
out our
ourselves into
marching order
trouble.
is definitely me
Also-
in front.
You're
Cool.
welcome, Giblet.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Nothing that you can perceive.
Great.
All right. I drag
Are
it
you
back
sure?
out.
I have 20 passive perception.
If there's no way.
I drag it back out.
Okay, so you pull it back out. It's now soaking in water.
All right. Let's throw these things into the abyss and
Great.
be on our way.
Okay, so you guys, for the sake of time, you drag these bodies and toss them into the pit.
Are you gonna roll damage on them?
Well, they're already dead.
Their carcasses.
And you toss them in there, and you hear the as they hit
God, I love that sound.
far, far below. Hold on 1 second. Oh, gosh. Very close. Okay, and this is where you guys are. So the marching order is how again?
I think the
was in
rangers,
front,
casters
yeah.
in the middle and
You were in the back.
I'm in the back, yeah. So we want a squishy wall of. Okay, I'm gonna recommend that we have this nice open area here. Take a quick, short rest.
Cool.
Probably a good idea.
Heal those who need it. Take your hit dice, and you should heal up a little bit.
Tell me how that works again.
So you have hit dice up to your level. Those are, for Bard, I believe D6.
They're D8s.
Oh, D8s?
Yeah.
Shit. For Paladins, are they D10 or D8?
I believe they are D10s for Paladin.
Yeah, paladins are D10.
Sweet.
So what you can do
Yes.
is you can take a D8 and roll it and get that many hit points back.
7.
10, baby! I think I'm going to use 2 hit dice on this one.
Yeah, you can use more than one mel if you want.
That might be a good idea. Unless we want Giblet to die.
No.
No, I don't think we want anyone to die.
Roll me perceptions as you guys are sitting here.
Okay.
I have a passive perception of 20.
300 to Giblet for a fight.
Well survived.
Aww.
So you now have inspiration.
Wingo! Inspiration.
Inspiration is for a re-roll at any time, and that freaked me out as Oliver's nose touched my hand.
Oh, it was so cute. Booper. He booped my
He
leg.
booped my hand. It was cold and wet.
You're my good boy.
And roll perceptions. Everybody, just roll me a perception real quick.
I'm gonna actually use my
The-
inspiration to
roll the-
reroll my
I
perception.
don't think using my inspiration will help me because I have a -1
An-
in my actual perception. So I got a 1.
A 1. Okay, with
I
that.
rolled a 1.
With that,
I rolled a 2 and got a 1.
You get a 1.
I got
Meaning
21.
21.
Yeah, it's still bad.
Okay.
I got a, what was it? 11.
11. Okay.
21. What'd you
1.
I got 16.
16. So what are you doing, Ulrich, that you...
I'm straightening up my robes, making sure they look presentable.
You're, like,
that was
picking-
quite the fight.
picking dirt.
I saved Giblet's life. I need to make sure that I look presentable.
Oh god.
How many?
Did we decide what experience was, guys? Did
No, we didn't do
No, we
experience.
Nice. So
We talked about it
out
last
of-
time, didn't
put
we?
like
I-
some, slash something out of
I
9.
gave you guys the experience.
Oh yeah.
correct?
Do you want to know where we ended up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just let me know where
Nine
you're
hundred
We ended up
per-
at 49,625.
Not per session, for
Cool.
long rest.
I cannot
Oh, okay,
remember
so I
if
have
we decided to give you all
So I have like 6 out of 9.
the
right now, which is
experience
nice.
divided amongst you 4.
We had been dividing it up.
That's
I
what
think,
mine were.
I can't
That's-
remember how experience works. I'm pretty sure it's divided.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if that's in the player's handbook. But
Yes, I'm straightening my clothes because I need to look heroic. I was a hero back in that fight.
Giblet.
Yo.
I saved a person.
As they're sitting, you can see down into this pit, and you look off, and you can see a balcony, and you can see down these steps on the balcony below this level. There is a plaque of bronze on the wall, just on the one below.
Can I make anything out?
With that 21, I'm going to say that you can, because it was a good roll.
No, that's a good roll.
Giblet.
Your mom's a good roll.
Oh.
Did you want to settle the experience from those guys we killed or no?
We're going to find out here in a second
I can
what we
read.
can do with it.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
The second warning? Did we miss the first
You
one?
did.
Oh, was
It was on that phylactery outside.
Was it on
wasn't
this
it?
guy?
Right on the obelisk, yeah.
Should I just read it out loud?
yeah, go for it.
The ring is a path to another tomb. The dead abhor sunlight. Only a jewel can tame the frog. Bow as the dead god intoned. Into darkness descend.
All right, well, I got that ring on my finger, baby. So it looks like if we want to get in one of these other tombs and get one of these items that tries to... I just realized, are these charm effects that these rings are using?
So
When you put on the ring,
Yeah.
is it charming you?
it's not necessarily charming you. It is the entity of a god trying to enter into you.
Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure that that's not in the rules as
In
a
the
charm
rules, it's
effect.
not a charm.
Okay.
It's not a charm spell.
Okay, good.
Only a jewel can tame
Yes.
I have a cold one. Do you want it?
No, it's okay. I'll take a warm one.
Okay, so you guys rest for that hour.
And I ran out of
Nothing,
water.
nothing disturbs you for that hour.
Good.
And what do you guys do now?
We wanted to go to that secret passageway again.
I've got rope bound to me
Cool.
in a weird sexual way, so let's get this over with.
So you guys head into this next corridor. And like before, a giant stone skull crusted with moss juts out from the end of the passageway. A flame flickers within each of its eye sockets, and a view into the chamber beyond can be seen through its open jaws.
And hey, I want to ask the chat real quick. Do you know, are experience points written on monsters divided amongst the party, or does each character get that amount of experience? Because we don't know. It doesn't appear to be in the player's handbook. I think it is in the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Oh, I have a DMG right here. Hold on.
Give it to me. I'll look it up while you're.
We should take a little peeky poo into that room to make sure nothing's respawned or my best friend Click Clack didn't come back and got mad because I made him my friend.
Let's see.
What did happen?
He just kind of disappeared.
You look inside. Roll your perception. For it.
I got 25.
So you look inside. You can see there's no click clack. That crystal case is still shattered.
It's divided. Okay.
It's divided amongst you?
Yeah.
All right, everyone gets 900 experience from that fight.
Whoa! Holy crap!
Dang.
No, wait, it's more.
Naturally.
It's more, hold on.
Well,
I have a calculator if you need.
I got it.
All right.
Yes.
It's 1150 for everyone.
1150.
Dang, dude.
That's a lot.
Dang, dude.
when do we level up? How does that?
I can tell you that in a second.
What?
The crystal is gone, but the skull is back on the pedestal.
Is she glowing again?
It's just a small child's skull.
Yep.
Can I try to befriend it?
Can we not yell at it like we did the last time?
Yeah.
Can I try to friend her this time?
I think that is probably the best way to go
Yeah.
about this one.
Thank you.
I want to find out her story.
I'm casting friendship.
So how are you guys getting into the room?
We
Oh,
gotta dive
shit,
through
then
that
we gotta-
skull fucker again.
I'm gonna wait.
It does that
until...
snappy.
It does do that snappy.
I think we get 2 freebies before it closes.
No.
Yeah, well, two
no,
people.
we
Guys
don't.
go out?
You don't get freebies. What we did last time is lodge something into the mechanics to make it hard for it to
Yeah, but it
close.
didn't start trying
Do
to
you
close
still-
until the firelight eyes
Which
went
happened
out.
immediately.
Would you like to walk through? Because
Yes.
you're welcome to
Yes,
test this
I
theory.
would. And
Okay.
Alucard walks through because he wants to prove a point.
And he walks through just fine. One of the lights goes out.
Oh, what happened?
How many
One
lights
of the
are
lights
there?
went out?
There's
Oh,
2
maybe
lights,
we have
one
2
in each
freebies.
eye. I would like to go through. Giblet should go through next and cast friendship on the skull. And then the door.
And the second one goes out.
Is the mouth
I
still
don't like that our 2 squishiest people are in a room
Well,
that we're
then
not
get in there.
You guys just went.
You guys
was
weren't
nothing
making any
we could
decisions.
do.
We've been in this
Do
room
an
before.
acrobatics.
The moment you guys enter, there is a hello, is somebody there?
Friendship.
Okay, you want to roll
I-
friendship?
What do you
I
want me
mean,
to
you can
roll?
cast friendship on it.
I'm absolutely casting friendship on her. Or him. Or is it a her? You said it was a little girl.
It's a little girl.
It's a female voice, for all intents and purposes.
Is it?
We're not
For all
sure how
intents
she
and purposes-
identifies.
It's charmed, right? Friendship is a charmed spell, right? Mm-hmm. You feel yourself rebuffed.
Oh.
You try to cast friendship on the skull, and you feel it harmlessly kind of shatter upon getting close to it.
But I like her.
Rude.
Hello?
You're
Is
gonna have
any-
to talk to
Is
her.
anyone there?
Hey, what's up? How's it hanging?
Who is it? Who are you?
A friend.
A friend?
A friendly person here to check on you.
Where am I? How did I get here?
Gosh, I'm not sure. We only just got here ourselves.
Where is this? Why can't I see anything?
Oh, it's really dark. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you light a light, please?
We don't have any lights, unfortunately.
Yeah, you know, we're all lost in the same
all
place.
out
so
of light.
Because
Are
it's
you-
bedtime.
Are you friends of my father? Is he looking for me?
What's your father's name? We might have seen him.
I'm not sure. It was so long ago. But it's my father. Did he send you?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Roll a deception.
Yeah.
You are very good. You're both probably very good at deception.
While you guys are doing that, what are you two doing outside?
So what happened with the mouth thing? Did it close?
It did not close, just the two lights are out.
Dang, I wish I hadn't nailed up that big iron shield.
I was just about to ask if you had that on you.
Well, are you saying it's in your
Yeah, it's
room
it's
the
in that
tiny
room
hut?
in the tiny hut.
I
I'm
feel
not
like-
strong enough to lug it around with me.
Oh, that's fair.
But let's see what I got
Do I,
in
do I
here.
have advantage on this
I don't have anything really.
for this trying to talk to the wee baby child?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Then I rolled a 15.
A 15.
I rolled a 27.
So you're about to
Yes.
speak Giblet as Alucard steps forward. And what do you say, Alucard?
Yes, we've known your father for a while. He sent us to check on you.
It's
make sure
Alric.
that
I'm
you were-
sorry, it's Alric.
Yeah, Alric. Thank you. He sent us to check on you and make sure that you were doing all right.
Oh,
He
good.
apologizes that it has to be so dark in here and that we weren't able to bring any candles. But he did want you to take a rest and go to sleep and rest yourself.
Is he coming for me soon?
Yes, he'll be coming for you very soon.
And my grandmother, she's all right?
Yes, grandmother is perfectly fine. They're waiting for you, but they'll be coming to get you very soon. Just take a nice long rest.
Okay. You won't go anywhere, will you?
No.
And you feel the presence go silent in your minds. Meanwhile, what are you guys doing?
So at this point, I just kind of been like hunched through the looking through the opening, kind of like just listening and seeing what was going on.
Uh-huh.
So as that happens, can I check out the mechanism to see if?
Oh, for a disabled device.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If you want to try to disable the device, I say that's okay.
I think that's sleight of hand.
I believe it's a sleight of hand.
Oh, good, because I'm so proficient in sleight of hand.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay, good. 'Cause if
That,
not, I'm
that
okay
was
at it.
almost sarcasm.
Yeah.
That was
It
really
was,
close.
it was on the
Edging
border,
on
but
it,
I actually am very proficient at sleight of hand. So that's a
Ooh, so am I. I have a +6.
yeah. I have a +8.
Nice, nice, nice.
So 18 plus 8 is 26.
Okay. So it's incredibly hard to. You use all of your skills with out of all the traps you've ever disarmed. You check all the places you think a mechanism will be, and it's nowhere to be seen. Until finally you reach into the nasal cavity of this thing, and you find the mechanism, and you're able to, after a little bit, your two hands reached up into the nasal cavity, working on it. You hear a, and the jaw goes slack.
Nice work.
I thank you.
Where'd you learn to pick a nose like that?
Well, if I had a piece of silver for every nose I've picked,
I don't take any money from her ever.
that's probably smart.
And you
might
guys
wanna watch
head
your
into the room unmolested by the.
Great.
Although I did plenty of molesting myself. Must say so
Oh
myself.
boy.
Dear me.
I was up in its nose cavity. That's very personal.
Yeah, it is very personal.
You weren't very specific with
I
the
know.
phrase that you said.
I did that
The
intentionally.
door is still open, and you guys can
Oh,
hear
good.
the rushing, the slow, sluggish movement of water just down the stairs there.
Okay, should we head that way then?
Yep. And same deal where, and you might want to sneak on this one, Giblet. Oh, I'm sorry,
can you-
Giblet?
Yeah, thank you.
Is that a
Okay.
soft G?
Yes.
All right, Giblet. I'm going to need you to move down that hall as silently as possible. And we have this rope. If you need help, give it a good tug, and we'll tug you right back.
All right.
Are we going to where the edge of the water is with her, or are we staying all the way back?
Someone should
going
stay
to
all
the.
the way back.
Okay.
One person should
Okay.
stay back.
One person should stay back. I vote the ranger, or actually, what's your strength score?
My strength is 11.
Okay, I will. I'll take the rear guard. I want the strongest person like pulling there. So I think this. So I think Alucard and Ramirez. I think you guys have to be the. Sorry, I had to look at your name tags real quick.
I'm so glad we prepared these.
It's true.
You guys be on front rope duty. I'm gonna take out one of my 100 iron nails. I'm gonna nail it into this cobblestone and tie a secure anchor point with the end of this silken rope.
How long is the rope?
Should be a good 120 feet.
Excellent.
That's a very long rope.
That is enough. So, are all of you heading down the passageway, or are you just sending Giblet like Moses on the Nile?
One person is staying on dry ground. You're staying on dry ground.
Yeah, I'm staying on dry ground next to the rope, which is nailed into the ground with one of my 100 iron nails.
So wait, are we all leaving this room then?
Yes,
That's
we've
the
all
plan.
left that
Except
room.
for me.
You're staying in this room.
Well,
Well, I'm staying on dry ground, so.
Where-
Yeah.
the dry
So
ground is.
basically, this is a staircase that heads down.
Oh,
so you can
okay.
actually stay
like
there.
right
Cool.
there. Yep. And I'm in the water, and I'm headed down wherever the water leads.
The water is cold and muddy and brackish,
I mean, we were in it over there.
and you head down until you come to. You go about 50 feet down this way until you come to a waterfall that heads off into nothingness. Hold on a second. Let me read the description of the room. The underground river plunges down into a dark, rocky chasm. Cold air swirls up from below like the breath of some monstrous creature. Through the gloom, you spot an ornate treasure chest resting on the ledge opposite.
How far away
Across
is that
the
shit?
chasm?
Yes.
How many feet would you say that is?
I'm gonna say it is 20 feet across.
20 feet?
Oh yeah, I could totally use gust of wind.
That's nothing. We'll just use.
Is there enough rope?
Yes, you've got about 50 feet. You have
Do not
another.
make this jump. Please do
He's
not.
got gust of wind.
No! Why would we send a person across when we can just have the ranger shoot an arrow and pull the chest to us?
Fine.
The question, wait, hold on. It's just you there so
Yeah.
far.
Okay.
So you are
Like, we don't
standing
know
at
what
the
she
edge of this
sees yet.
waterfall. You have plenty of slack. You can, you have like your hand on the rocky tunnel that you.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna
you-
stay put until my friends catch up.
Yeah, and so you're there.
Yeah.
Do you want to head back? Do you want to stay here? Like, what do you want to do?
Did we do
They should be like right behind
We're not
me.
Would we
following.
have set up a tug
thought they were
signal for her to
following.
be like?
No, we're just holding the rope.
We're
No,
holding
we're
the
just-
rope
we're-
to pull you back.
Hold it.
No, I'm just
Okay,
holding this.
I
I'm not going
misinterpreted.
back in that water.
I thought we were saying one person stays on dry land and the other two like
I thought
follow
so too, which
part
is
of
why
the way
I'm
on the
making
rope.
clarification.
Oh,
so you
gotcha.
all are on dry land, sitting
Yeah,
there going.
we're all back there. Just
Oh.
waiting.
Do you
He
think
hasn't pulled it yet.
Do you think do you think they're okay?
I'm just
do you
glad
think
this is
they're
a
all
silk
right?
rope.
Yeah.
Then I'll go back
Okay.
because it's not a difficult.
No, it's not. I'm not even going to have you make strengths or anything like that.
Okay.
With them holding it, you're able to go the 50 feet down the winding tunnel back up to where they are. You get out of the water, soaking wet, And
Yo, dogs, there's a treasure chest.
Oh.
First, cast prestidigitation on yourself to dry up. I cannot talk to someone.
I can do that.
Yeah.
and it's a
There's mist.
their hair is all
Well, actually,
frizzy
it
now.
fixes her hair. And
Oh, of course it does. All of your magic leaves everyone
All of your
looking
magic makes people
immaculate.
pretty.
Yeah,
exactly. She has like a light shade of like eyeshadow on now. And
all of a sudden
it
there's
perfectly matches the color of her eye in comparison to her skin.
Perfect. So about 50 feet down, down this hall, there's a waterfall, and across a chasm, about 20-ish feet, on another ledge is a treasure chest.
Okay.
Is there anything at the bottom of the chasm?
It is there. You cannot
just-
see that far down.
So, back when I worked in the main dungeon of the Great Dragon Tyrant, we used to call that an idiot hole. You put something appealing on the other side of an idiot hole, and then occasionally, like every couple of weeks or so, a couple of people would have to go down and clean out the idiot hole of all the bodies of the idiots who jumped after it. I say, especially because you say it was an ornate chest.
Yes.
Ornate. It's a beautiful chest.
That's peacocking. That's another strategy that maniacs who build dungeons use to trap people. So here's what we can do. My instinct tells me there's nothing in that chest and it's a waste of our time. But if we want to investigate it, we get somebody to throw a grappling hook onto the chest and pull it across, or we do some fancy ranger shit. I don't know what rangers can do, but I assume that you could probably shoot an arrow into it for us to pull it across.
Yeah, we could tie a rope to an arrow and shoot it or something like that.
I say either grappling hook or arrow. It doesn't matter. I think that's our best shot at getting this chest.
Okay. Yeah. Does anyone have a grappling hook?
I have 3.
Okay. Well, we might as well try.
Lady Harpath unties Giblet from her safety bondage harness, and then reties the rope around the grappling hook, and hands it off to Ramirez.
Okay. And are all of you at the edge of the waterfall?
Do we all want to go together, or do you want me to just bring it back?
I feel like we should anchor the.
We have 2 ropes.
So
I have rope as well.
if I were
We
building,
have 3 ropes.
if I were building an idiot hole at the edge of a waterfall, was there dry land at the edge of this thing?
So
Or were you just in water before a waterfall?
you are in water up to a waterfall.
Okay, so if I were building an idiot hole, and I had a waterfall element to it, when you touch the treasure chest, the water would pick up.
That makes sense.
So, I mean, it's a high-level spell, but can I freeze the waterfall with a cone of cold in place so we have like steady
I
land?
feel like slippery shenanigans.
Yes, I'm with the bard on
I
this.
do like what you're thinking. Let's see.
I'm going to say that what happens, because the water is sluggish, because as you get up to the waterfall, they get shallower. It's only about it's about a foot deep at the waterfall. So there's only about a foot of water heading over this. So it's a good steady stream of water, but it's not enough to like make sure that everything is fast moving to get up there.
I would like to recommend leaving one rope tethered to dry land, tethering that one to you, and then we all just hold on to it.
And I just go down by myself.
And I think you and at least one other person should go down there, just in case something
Well,
dumb
then
happens.
only one of them's tied? I don't like
And
that.
the other one, well, just hold on, it's not fast-moving water.
Not yet. Again,
trap
my
would
pitch
make
for
it.
this idiot hole, if I were
All right,
to
we'll
bring an
tie
idiot hole
2
proposal.
people.
Yeah, I think climber style. I have a climber's kit here. I'll give 2 people harnesses. You'll just be bound to one another. Then we have the difficult task of pulling you back. But I think the other 2 should be on dry land to assist with those athletics checks.
Sure.
But again,
I mean, I have really high athletics, so maybe I should stay back. Or acrobatics.
acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Never mind.
Yeah.
my
Oh, never
athletics
mind.
isn't-
I'm very bad at athletics.
I
Let's do this.
too am terrible at athletics.
I'm proficient in it, so I have a +3.
I have
to my athletics.
You're definitely going to be the one who has to throw it at the chest.
Right.
Are we sure that we need 2 people
I
up
guess
there?
not. I just don't want her to get attacked if that chest turns out to be like a mimic or something dumb.
If I get attacked, my AC is 19,
Okay.
so I'm less concerned
Pull
about
the rope
that.
if you get attacked, and then we'll come. For you.
Yeah.
We'll come help.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
Okay, so what are you doing?
We're sending.
So I'm just going by
one.
myself,
Yep.
and I'm tethered to a rope. So I have a fancy, potentially dominatrixy harness on or something like that.
You know,
I'm not
like
really
you do. You know,
understand.
yeah, it's very nice.
And then, so I'm going to go down, and so you're back up here. I'm making my way down here, making my way downtown, walking fast.
Yes, thank you.
Please make a PowerPoint about idiot holes.
Lady Harpath should make lots of power.
Here, Wizards of the Coast, if you ever watch this, which I know you won't, but if you ever do, Lady Harpath needs to be like an icon for all kobolds, because that's beautiful.
So true.
You should. This is a talk for another day. I was just gonna say you should make up like a whole big tutorial that people can pay for on the internet to learn how to play D&D.
As Harpath.
As our
Harpath.
Look at the people at the table with you. These are obstacles to wealth. But if you play correctly, they can be advantages.
People like to say that these are friends. These are not friends. You're not here to make friends. You're here to earn things. Okay, so what are you trying to do?
All right, so I'm going to try to throw the grappling hook as such so that it wraps. Like, how is this sitting in the wall? Like, is it in the wall? Is
It's
it
sitting on a ledge.
on a ledge?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to try to throw the grappling hook as such that it kind of like wraps around it.
You want
like,
you want
latches
to
it.
you
Is
want
there like
hook
a
it.
handle
I
on the
wanna hook
chest
it.
somewhere?
Let's say yes, there is.
Okay.
You gotta pick it up and move it.
Yeah, you gotta pick it up and move it. So you're trying to latch it and then pull it to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Roll me a strength.
Well, that would probably be dexterity.
Oh yeah,
based
you're right.
because
It
it's
is a
ranged
dexterity. I'm
attack.
so sorry. Yeah, it's a dexterity.
Okay.
The strength is gonna be pulling it in,
Yes.
which is its own.
Do I get any proficiency bonuses for this? Or just straight dexterity?
Just straight dexterity.
Okay, then it's 18.
18. With that 18, you were able to, and we see it arc over and land on the other side, and then pull onto the treasure chest. The treasure chest moves, not in a way of it's coming towards you, but in a way that it shudders once it's touched.
I knew
Mimic.
Oh boy.
Okay, so that's probably not a real thing. So I just drop the rope and start.
Wait.
Well,
I-
no.
I
Pull
think-
it over the chasm first.
Yeah. Pull it into the chasm and then let go and let the falling damage do the work.
Oh, got you.
Mimics are not good at jumping,
Yeah.
so
So I just give it a tug.
yeah, you give it a good
Little-
tug,
little
and
tug-a-roo.
I think
And
this is going to
then-
be a grapple check, probably.
Yeah, I believe this is a grapple check.
Okay.
Because we see as you begin to know what it is, eyes open on the
Right.
chest, and this tongue comes out and wraps itself around the rope. And so the two of you are now in a tug of war.
Okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna give it a little tug just to try to dislodge it so that it falls. So this is strength. Yes.
Yes. So this is a contested grapple between the two of you. So you roll your strength, and it rolls its strength. Okay.
Oh,
Can-
we're not there to help.
Can she have an advantage because she's hooked into a line already?
You are hooked into a line, and what I'm going to say is you
Well,
are...
this is a separate rope. We're not
Yeah.
using her lifeline
No,
rope.
I know,
to-
but like if that thing's pulling back, then it's pulling on us too.
No,
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 no, no.
we're not using her lifeline rope as the rope to fish the
So-
treasure chest.
so
It's a
she's
bad
not-
plan.
But like you guys are bracing me, is
Look,
what she's
Okay.
saying.
Yes, we're braced. If that thing is pulling a rope that she's holding on to, and if it pulls her forward, we have her by the waist.
Yes. So
and
what
we can pull
what I'm
back.
gonna do is like the grapple. She's failed the grapple. That's happened. So what happens is it pulls, and you feel yourself and start to move forward. The rope begins to go taut on your guys' end.
So we pull.
So you guys pull. Roll me a strength. Whoever has the highest strength.
9.
9 or 6. So
I have a 9.
So it's between Giblet and Ulrich.
I would like to use my Tides of Chaos ability to give me advantage on this roll.
Okay. No, it's going to give you advantage because all of you are together.
Oh, so I already have advantage?
You already have advantage.
Sweet, we'll see how
So
badly
roll
we fail
advantage on
anyway.
strength.
Natural 20.
oh,
Oh,
yes, baby.
I only rolled 15, so you got it. Well, 15
I am
plus.
the best.
Okay. Awesome. This is what happens. So you pull. It pulls you. The rope tugs you. You let go as you begin to fall into the chasm, wheeling your arms forward. And at the last second, you guys feel the rope go, ooh, taunt. And Ulrich, you dig your heels in. You wrap it
I'd
around
like
you.
to think that this is more of a mistake than it is anything.
Oh
and I
yeah,
just
tell me
play
how it
up.
looks.
Yeah,
How does it
yeah,
look?
yeah.
So I guess I feel it ripping through my hands, and like as it rips through, I let go for a moment and then realize, oh no! So I step on top of it and pull it back towards me. I guess.
Awesome. Bobby was the name of the mimic that Benjin named in the Dungeon Dome. So you were able to pull back. Ramirez, you feel yourself hold on the other side. The mimic begins to eat the rope.
Yeah.
Aw.
So at this point, since I got pulled, I dropped the rope
Yeah.
for the grappling hook.
Yes.
So that's no longer attached to me.
That is no longer attached to you. And you are looking down at this deep chasm that goes about 100 feet down. So it's just, from what you can tell, it's just into
Just
darkness.
Yeah. Well, although I do have dark vision.
But it's only up to
so
60
far.
feet.
Yes.
So you can see, in complete darkness, you can see that it just drops into nothing.
Yeah.
And they pull you back and you regain yourself. But you see this mimic chomping, like, as it
Like spaghetti.
slurps the rope and then begins to gnaw on the grappling hook
Okay.
on the other side.
I'm gonna dash away.
Okay. You come back to your fellows.
Definitely a trap. Definitely not a real trash chest. Let's go.
Great.
What was it?
It had a tongue and eyes, and it ate your grappling hook.
mimic?
I'm sorry.
I have to say, as somebody with a master's degree in dungeoneering sciences, I am disappointed by the level of brutal creativity shown in that idiot hole. If I had a water feature, I would have used the water feature, is all I'm saying. Well, we lost a hempen rope, but what we lost in hempen rope, we gained in nothing. So let's move on.
All right.
Friendship? No.
What do you guys want to do?
So we
I
have the
guess
blade door room or the nice stairs.
Yes, you
Well,
can.
I
I
think
say
we've
the
all-
nice stairs.
I think we've all agreed that we're okay to leave that room alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lady Harpath does not fuck around with blade door rooms.
Okay.
Did we ever like try to look through the blades just to see what's in there?
You guys,
can't
no,
remember
you
if we
couldn't.
did.
So the blades are there.
Are they spinning?
They're not spinning.
They're
Oh.
not spinning.
From what I remember, you guys realized that the
is a-
entire floor is a pressure plate.
That's right.
The moment you step on that,
Shink.
the blade, well, whatever happens, it sets off a
Presumably,
trap.
Yeah, there's gonna be a trap.
That's right. Yeah, we did.
If you
do that.
believe in an afterlife, I can guarantee you that's what's there.
Great. What if it's good things though?
Again,
What if it's a friend?
I guarantee you
what if
it
it's
is
someone to smooch?
it is the afterlife. So if those things are there when you're dead, that's what's there.
Cool. Fine, let's go down the stairs, I guess.
Oh, that's
Okay. So, you guys, are these from
They were over here, so I just moved them over.
Oh, by the way, I do want to point
from fourth
out
edition.
that we are at right now our XP total is 50,775, and to get to level 10, we need 64,000. So we're not too far off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Erased my dumb.
Okay, so you guys come back and are about to head down the stairs.
Should I make a perception check?
You can make a perception check if you'd like.
I would like.
Check the stairs for traps.
12?
Let's move that room.
Oh, it was another. I
cool.
told you. It was another sarcophagus.
Is it?
Yeah, he's using those as sarcophagus.
Sarcophagi.
Sarcophagus. Yeah,
Cool, cool.
I fucking told you.
I'm really confused about the layout of this dungeon. It seems like there are so many gods.
Well, there's 9.
There's
They're-
9,
they're-
and we've met 2. I'm keeping track. We've met Obalaka and Moa.
No, we can always backtrack if it doesn't math out properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am betting to get at whatever like final reward we need to get to that we're going to have the artifacts from each of them.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you
Oh
there.
yeah, I have that staff thing that wants to seduce me.
Which if you touch it again, you'll feel something.
It's okay. I've got a great.
Is it
charisma.
love?
Maybe.
Excellent.
But we could have used a 10-foot pole to try and push down that pressure plate.
Do we
Yeah,
have
there were
a 10-foot
things we
pole?
could
I have
thought to
2.
do. We just
He
didn't
brought
think to do them.
some.
Okay.
Okay. It's like 3 times the size of you.
They're collapsible.
Okay.
Giblet, did you want to help me look?
Yeah, let's do it.
So
It's not the best.
13.
Okay, because I rolled a
it's level
12.
God, you're
So-
so
I feel
good
like
at
Alakar
performance.
is also feeling really confident because he's been succeeding
He's
a
so
lot.
good at
And even though he
performance.
knows he's bad at perception, he's gonna look himself.
okay, go for it.
You want to percept?
I'm not gonna
I
bother.
got a 7.
Oh, 7.
We're all
Yeah.
doing
Who
very
got the
badly.
highest?
I did with a 13.
Okay.
Or no, 12. You
With a
got
12?
a 13.
I got a 13.
So actually, Giblet got the highest.
yeah,
I
I
guess
climbed on
I'll
top
roll.
of her head and I was just like,
No.
I got 1.
You don't see anything.
ugh.
So you look down the stairs, and
You
what
know
you
what
can
I see? I see someone else's job.
Whoa.
So you look down the stairs and you see that there is a corridor just off to the side. Does not go up like that.
It's rising.
Good enough. Just leave it that way.
Yeah, see right there.
Oh, there we go.
You see that there is another corridor that heads off this way,
This is still a pit.
and this is still a pit.
Yeah, I think that goes all the way down.
Slightly less deep.
And you guys are at the bottom of that, and that plaque is right there that you have.
Let me just keep pushing for Giblet.
I mean, we could rig some sort of pulley system and suspend someone over the pit and just like
Hey, what-
Mission Impossible them down.
What room did
I can cast light on something.
you got the ring? And the ring was in the room with all those dead people, right?
Yeah.
And the plate of
A
eyes.
path to the ring to
The
another
ring
tomb.
is a path to another tomb. So maybe it opens another tomb.
What was the other thing what does it say on the
Something about frogs.
The dead abhor sunlight.
Only a jewel can tame
I
the
have
frog.
that spell. Sunlight.
That's a,
It's easier
that
to
looks
see.
like
So
one
as you
of
guys
that
head
looks
down
like a
the
snail.
stairs,
That's a
there are
crane.
mocking devil faces graven on the walls. The air reeks of rotten flesh.
That's
There's
That
no
looks like
light to nourish
frog.
vegetation like the
Chameleon.
first floor. So down
Or
here,
a
there's no vegetation like upstairs.
Funny.
It's all just
Cat snake.
stone and darkness. There's no light sources anywhere.
So there's dead shit down here is the impression I get.
Oh, everybody's got dark vision, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
What do you think we are? Human?
Nerds.
Hashtag Warda. Hashtag magic racism is real.
I hold my embroidered handkerchief to my nose because the smell.
Into darkness descend.
What do you guys want to do?
I guess we need to go peek.
Yeah, I'm gonna look
Down
down
these
that first
hallways.
hallway and see what I see.
This first one right here?
Yeah. With a 17.
Cool. With that 17, you are able to see a room.
I got a 20. And I'm on her head, so I assume that
That's
I can
true.
see as well.
Cool. You look into the room, and basically the room just goes to a wall.
Is there anything in the room?
From what we can tell.
From what you can tell, no. From that perspective, no.
Do we want to peek down each of the hallways and get a lay of the land, or do we want to just go room by room?
Yeah, let's get a lay of the land.
Okay.
I like that idea.
All right. So
Remember, we did see a nerd down here yesterday.
Yes.
So.
A nerd?
Kind of one.
Yeah, that like sort
Oh,
of
that
You like
cloak
shuffled
dude.
away.
dumb-faced idiot. Just
When you said that there was a dude in a cloak down at the bottom, we
You
could
saw him
see.
here, and he went this way. There is a set of stairs. I'm just gonna use these for stairs right now. That go right there. So it goes down this way.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. Do we want to, even though we saw that shuffling creature down that other hallway, do we still want to look down there first?
Just take
yeah.
a peek.
I mean,
Okay.
we might see the creature.
Okay.
I'm just
So
gonna hang myself on you.
go for it. Just, just sit on my face. It's fine.
Sit on my face and tell me that you love me. I got 17.
Alright, so then we're going to look down here. I got 21.
21. What are you looking down?
That hallway where
The two of you
Where
are.
the two of
Pretend
us
my
are.
foot block isn't there.
You look down 30 feet.
30 feet. That should just
So-
be 3.
Yeah,
timbers.
it's you look down and you could see about 30 feet from where you were. You see it's 30 feet more that goes into a room that is.
it's being so cute.
Yeah, we did feed a mimic. Is there any experience points that you get from feeding
Eating a mimic? I don't know.
I feel like that's
Do we-
very benevolent of us.
That's a lot like
it was so
casting
happy.
friendship.
I feel like I
mimics
gave it
don't
an
get
offering.
to eat very often. They spend a lot of time as inanimate objects.
And what you can see that there is hallways that go off in opposite directions.
All right. And I see that the
You can see into here.
Oh, shit.
There's a sarcophagus. Allie, do me a favor.
flavor.
Will you get me 2 more of these?
Those pillar things?
Pillar friends.
There's another crumbly rock thing.
Actually, yeah, 2 more, please. Thank you. And
So which one do you think?
If I had to put money down, I'd say that's the frog.
Nang nang.
Nang, nang.
Nang nang.
Nang nang.
Nang nang.
Watch me, nang, nang.
Is that the frog noise?
No,
Now
that's
it
the
is.
frog's name.
Okay.
That's
It's
his
both,
name.
it's both its name and the noise that it makes.
So Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Nang nang. All of the gods are just Pokemon.
Will you
I
get me
think-
another one
I
of
think
these
that's
too?
obvious.
Yeah.
Just get him the bag of
yeah, just give me a
stuff.
bag of stuff.
Next time we find an object that's probably possessed by a god, can I cast friendship on it?
We just
You want
want to
to?
cast friendship on
I
everything.
cast friendship,
On the god.
And maybe it won't try to take over my body.
and that friendship is literally magic.
It's true.
Okay, that's what you see down that hallway.
Okay.
What
And
are
then
those
that.
boxes?
From what you can see, yeah, actually you can't see what those are, but I'm just
Cool.
putting them there so I can use them later.
Great.
And then that third hallway there's a door.
There's a door.
Okay.
Is it locked?
You have to go up to it.
Okay. Should we just walk up to the
Well,
door?
I'm
and-
wondering, do we want to check out these side hallways first? Do we want to check out the door? Do we want to leave
how big
the
of
door?
a lay of the land do we want to get?
We should start checking rooms, honestly. I think we should check and see what up with that room first, because
Yeah.
we know there's a battle down there.
Well, these guys are looking around at rooms. Lady Harpath is assembling one of her 2 collapsible 10-foot poles.
Okay. She's preparing.
Shink, 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 shink.
All right, so let's go back to that first small room then.
Yeah.
Okay,
To which one?
the first one that we
This
found.
guy. We're gonna.
Harpath is going
We
to.
didn't see any traps in the hallway, or did we?
You know.
None that you saw. Harpath is going to tap the different flagstones in the hallway with this 10-foot pole as we start making our way down.
Are you going first, Harpath?
Yeah.
So Harpath is going first. Are you still writing on?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Obviously.
That what?
I'm going to
Assumed
assume
battle
that this
formation.
is just the way it is. You're going to be writing her from now on.
That's kind of how it became by the end of the session last time.
So you guys are doing that. I'm going to assume that
Yeah, I'll take up the rear then.
Ulrich is
Yeah, I wouldn't be
in the middle.
Thank you.
So you hear that tap, 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 tap as you guys head down this hallway.
I would like to prepare an action to duck if I hear a click after one of those taps.
Are there any holes in the walls?
Holes in the walls?
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Yeah, can I make a perception check as we're going down the hallway, specifically looking for traps? So I dropped my d20 for the second time.
Sure.
Okay,
Can I help you?
I got it. I got it. It was just a little out of my reach. Oh no.
Oliver's going for it.
Don't go. No!
Oliver, don't eat it.
D20 is not good for your digestion.
Okay. So you guys are sitting, you guys come towards, there's no traps as you guys head down this way. The moment you get to here,
Okay.
Hi. God, your nose is.
you look into this room and it is a circle that is a circular room that's a cylinder and it drops down 10 feet.
Oh,
And at the bottom of this is a
I got a 19 on perception for
19 of perception.
looking at this.
Is I'm gonna put this here for that. A devil face statue staring up
Vito,
at
No.
let's go back.
Going back.
This room.
Nope.
The walls and
take
floor
a
of this
pebble.
15-foot square room are cracked and carved with images of terrifying humanoids falling. Set into the middle of the floor is a stone-based relief of a bearded devil face painted green. Forlorn cries echo from the black void of its gaping maw.
We don't need to.
I take
do
a
that.
pebble.
No! Not again!
She smacks you on the back of the head. No! You had to jump up considerably high to do that.
And
She is
that's what
acrobatic,
you see. That's what you guys are seeing here.
Uh,
And literally, you're at the lip. You're at the lip of this circular room, and you can see the relief of like falling humanoids as they're heading down into where this waiting maw is.
All right.
I don't think we need to go in.
Yeah, there are a lot of signals that this is a bad room.
yeah, does your riddle say something though about like demonic stuff?
The ring is the path to another tomb. The dead abhor sunlight. Only a jewel can tame the frog. Bow as the dead god intoned into darkness descend.
I feel like that last part is
At
related
what
to
was
this
that last
room.
one?
Well, bow as the dead god intoned, into darkness descend.
I'm gonna say that could be a sucker part of the riddle. Let's explore all of our options before we.
So
back to
I
this.
interpreted into darkness descend as going down the stairs into the
More
tomb.
darkness.
I think bow as the dead god intoned is like trying to intimidate us, like bow to this garbage situation.
It might have something to do with
anything to do
opening
with
one
that
of the sarcophaguses here too.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
We can come back to it. My thought is I'm wondering what will happen if we have Ulrich cast sunlight on it.
I think casting sunlight, first of all, for people with dark vision, some of us, that can be a bad situation.
Right.
I could blind us.
But it's for it said the dead abhor sunlight. So if there is like a room with undead,
Right.
that's the option there.
Right.
I don't think that's this situation. That looks like a bearded devil to me.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that was just a thought that I had. We
Good
don't
thought.
have to act on it.
Yeah,
Can
it's
you
that
sharing with the
bearded
group?
devil face you saw at the front of the tomb.
Yeah, it just means that something's gonna fucking climb out of it.
Oh, it
I don't know.
does.
Let's not play
If
that
it's the
game.
same thing, then let's go.
I mean, yeah, we can. If we need to kick this thing's ass, we can come back and kick this
Yeah.
thing's
Can
ass.
we
I
just
don't think
throw
it's
a potion
necessary
into
right
it? Like,
now.
would a
No,
healing
because when we
hurt
threw
it?
something
No.
into it,
That's
No,
when
a
it came
pebble.
out.
No,
it
I
came
know. It's a, healing hurts.
No,
the
it-
Not,
undead.
no,
it
it
doesn't.
hurts. It doesn't.
That's only in the dungeon dome. Then 3.5 healing hurt undead things, but never fiends.
Okay,
Well, then let's
let's get the fuck out of there.
creep back out of this little hallway here, and
Okay. You guys head backwards.
Yeah,
Where do you guys go?
we're gonna.
I think
Down
that.
here.
we'll
that
just start
away.
here.
And looking for traps.
Yeah, let's look for. I'll be in the front again this time, making Giblet. Should we make some trap checking checks?
Trap checks. What was my perception?
I feel like Giblet is riding
20.
on your shoulders, like legs over your shoulders,
Just like
Yeah,
this.
like a toddler.
like a toddler.
I've got your ankles right here. I'm just
And you're like looking for traps, stuff like that.
I got 20.
So what are you?
got a
Are you
10.
looking just down the hallway? Are you inspecting?
We're kind of. I feel like we're investigating that little T intersection completely, and like this phase just inside.
like
each
as
side
we're
of it.
walking.
Okay,
making
cool.
sure we're not tripping anything, and then we're gonna stop at the T.
At a four-way intersection, the corridor to the north and south curve upwards and out of sight.
That's weird.
But with no rails or steps to allow them to be climbed. The corpse of a half-human, half-goat creature in robes sprawls. Hold on a second.
That might be the robed nerd that we saw the
guy?
other day.
I'm just going to do this. Is halfway up that way.
Can you?
Hold on. The corpse sprawls 10 feet to the north. It grips a staff tipped with a bronze goat head.
Is there a
Which-
goat god thing?
They could be a rock or a ball or something that like
That goes-
rolls
yep.
between.
Can
That's what I was
wait.
thinking.
So it's both of those side halls curve up.
They both curve up.
they both go like this.
okay.
So like if it were cutting it in half, it would look like this.
Yeah, it's like a U.
Great. That seems like a bad idea.
I'd like to step out
Can
of the
can
middle
you
of the
back
hallway.
us up a little bit?
Yeah, not in the middle of it.
You back
Not be
up.
in the middle
Yeah,
of the
I don't.
No,
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 like
not in
out of
the
the path of the giant.
out of the critical
yeah,
path.
yeah, there we
There
go.
we go.
That's better. Yep.
Can we discern like how this goat creature died?
From
his
what you,
injuries-
unless you get close to him, you can't tell.
Like he's
just-
not obviously squished.
Yeah, he's not obviously squished.
He's 10 feet away. I could affix one of the heads of my 2 remaining grappling hooks onto the end of my
Drag his
10-foot
body.
pole, and we could maybe just drag that staff. Again, this could be the nerd, and we might just have to kill the nerd. But
Can you before you affix your grapple? Can you give him a poke?
You want to
Yeah,
poke
just
him
poke
if
him.
he's 10
Okay.
feet away?
why not just poke him with the grappling hook?
Cause,
All right. Well,
okay.
because what if he grabs
What if he
it and
grabs
he
the
gets
grappling
stuck?
What if
Did-
he's not
easier to
dead?
pull.
Did you have more than one grappling hook? I'm just.
I have
he had
I have 3
You have
grappling,
3 grappling
hooks.
hooks.
Yeah,
because
so-
you are Lady Harpuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she has 2 left at this point.
Cool. So, Lady Harpuff, you're just throwing the grapple hook at him?
No, I've affixed it to the end of my 10-foot pole.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Literally.
That makes
Yeah.
more sense.
And give him a little
Okay,
nudge.
well, yeah, I'm going yoink.
And you're gonna pull the body this way.
Yeah.
You pull the body forward, and it rolls over, and it is a half goat, half human creature.
Like a satyr?
You would think it looks like a
Does
satyr,
it look
but
like it's turning into a goat, like in the process of turning into
roll me
a
an
goat?
Arcana.
Oh.
Because I feel
like
like we
that.
shouldn't touch this staff.
Well, it might be another like one of the deity.
Is it a goat turning into a human?
That's a 22.
It's cursed. You,
Awesome.
You can tell a curse
Don't
when
touch
you,
the staff.
you can tell a curse when you see it. With that 22, this dude was obviously cursed
Oh, okay.
and was turning into a goat.
Don't touch at all.
Great.
You can easily see on him he's covered in crossbow bolts and axe slashes.
So he might have been cut down by the party that he was working with, which might mean that they interpreted goat as hostile.
Or
Wait,
maybe
so
he
the,
turned on them.
Oh yeah, maybe it was. The chat has a really good point. Maybe it was a goat and was horribly transformed into a human.
wait, was the dude cursed or is the staff cursed?
You can't tell.
Yes.
Yeah, you from what you have, you get curse.
I am
You said
assuming the
the-
staff with a goat head turned the human. Well, began to turn the human into a goat.
or a goat?
Or goat into a human.
I'm going to go with the first one, but we'll keep the second
What
one
if
in
it was
mind.
a goat king with his goat staff?
God, that's so
Is-
tragic.
Is one of the gods? Does one of the gods look like a goat?
I don't remember.
Let's look at
a
the rest
goat.
of our
That
Pokemon.
looks like a crane.
And Drew, do you want
This
to
looks like
clarify
a
that this is part of the
monkey.
book because we're playing by the
Cat.
book?
No, I don't see any goats.
We're playing by the book, so this is part of the book.
This is literally the curse turning someone into a goat is literally part.
It's literally in the book.
We can throw this idiot down the corpse hole.
I don't think we should touch it. Curse.
I mean, we could drag
Curses
it.
usually don't.
Well,
So,
no, but we can drag it with the pole.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
down to the
I'm gonna roll
curse
real
hole.
quick. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. His hands weren't on the staff, so the staff is still down that way.
Okay.
Okay.
This is just the body, and the body is robes and a satchel, and his face. He's sprouting hair. It looks like he's turning into a goat.
Let's
packed away between it.
let's
Is
use
he
the
still
10-foot.
transforming, or is he just in death frozen?
In death, he's
transformation?
frozen with
Yeah,
his.
he just died in whatever.
I'm going to use a
transitional
10-foot
state he was
staff
in.
to poke open that satchel, see what we got in there.
You open the satchel, and you see that there is a journal.
That could be useful.
Yep. Let's see what this nerd wrote in his diary.
Give me 1 second. It's a leather-bound journal. The handwriting is small and cramped, but obviously proficient. And
Proficient in handwriting. Humans. Let's see.
now the entire and it's entry upon entry of you skim through it, and you get the sense that it's the exploits of the Company of the Yellow Banner, which was an adventuring party.
What a nerdy name.
It's a terrible color.
You
too.
read.
prefer
I mean,
green.
how long do you? And that's the last entry.
Okay, yeah, I'll skip ahead to the good bits.
Yeah, let's see what.
Let me see if I
happens
can
then.
capture the voice of this guy.
To those who find this, I know that I, Devlin Bashir, am the last surviving member of the Company of the Yellow Banner.
The warlord. Wait, he's the last surviving member, and he got to floor 2. Idiots.
The warlord Ras Nis stripped of us of our weapons and threw us in here on the orders of his master.
Okay, so he was like a wimp, but also didn't have any equipment. Feel bad about that.
His master Asarak. I can only imagine our souls are to be fed to his phylactery. Ooh.
So I think we might know the name of the nerd in charge of this dungeon.
Roll me a history to know who Asarak is.
Have history.
Yeah, you can roll that. I mean, I could try.
20.
20. Okay.
Yeah,
See
4.
here, and I bet as a bard, she's pretty good history. 19.
19.
So that's 20.
So
I know nothing. about
Giblet
stat.
and Ulrich, you know who Acerak is. Acerak is he's a lich, an arch-lich, who built the original Tomb of Horrors. And he is a lich who goes across the cosmos from place to place and basically makes these elaborate death traps to trap souls into his phylacteries.
Okay, so moving on.
Alas, it seems he has won. Our company was separated right after the incident with the 4-armed gargoyle. Taking note of that. The Tomb Guardians tore Seward to pieces, and with him, we lost the Starfallen.
That seems important.
Our quest was a failure. Even if we found the eye, the elf princess was gone.
All right. I think Elf Princess might be important, but the eye is absolutely important.
I wonder if the elf princess is that skull that we found.
Oh, shoot. You're probably
Was
right.
that skull Elven?
You'd have to roll just a straight knowledge.
All right.
Straight no.
Well, he's doing that.
I don't remember. I got a 3.
A 3, you couldn't tell. It's a child's skull.
My friends wouldn't have lasted long without their weapons, especially with a doppelganger in our midst, as Seth suspected. Of course, I kept my staff. I'm sure Brixen would have seen some humor in that. Gentle reader, let a dying man offer you one piece of advice. Acerak is a trickster who desires nothing but your soul. His riddles may help you, but in the end, his final secret always leads to your doom. Timora, oh, what a nerd god! Save us all. Okay. So,
Did it sound like they found what we're looking for and they lost it?
Did they say doppelganger?
So
They did say doppelganger.
yeah, the things that stood out to me here is talking about the eye. Let's see. There's a 4-armed gargoyle
There's some mugging going on.
and the Starfallen. Is it possible for us to make a knowledge history to know what the Starfallen might be?
Sure, go for it.
All right, put him down. He's had it.
No more, please.
That is a 21, baby.
21. With a 21, you're not entirely sure what that is.
All right, that's as good as I can do. I did not pay attention in history
Is this
class.
history? I
Wait,
mean,
is
I
this
can
history?
roll for
Yeah.
it, but yeah, 9.
Would Arcana be better?
With a 20, you get the sense it's elvish. Hold on a second.
Yeah, that's some that's some shit that an elf would name something. I can tell you that
Should I
right
roll
now.
history?
I mean, I'm gonna say that he rolled a 20 on it. 20?
Yes.
He rolled a 20. Did anybody else roll?
He
any?
rolled a 21.
23.
Yeah.
There's this one thing I have is history.
Oh gosh, 25. So there's a
Yes.
song. There's a song about the Starfallen that you know. It's an ancient song about an elvish.
Oh, I got a nat 20. Does that change anything?
That changes a lot.
Great. Nat 20 plus my 5. That's a 25.
Nice.
So this is an ancient song, like 1,000 years ago. As the story goes, there was an elvish mage who was killed, and her soul was put into a lantern called the Starfallen.
Her soul was put to the land.
And the story says that the Eye of Zaltek was said to possess the power to raise the ancient dead. But that's about it.
that while I was in the back. What did he read? The journal.
That journal entry.
It's the last entry of the journal.
Yeah, if you just want to read it. Congratulations, made you a lamp.
So yeah, and that her soul went into a lantern, which is called the Starfallen, and it said that there she waits and weeps for the day that she'll be brought back.
Is it that little girl?
That's what I was thinking, is that this elven princess is the girl.
No, because she couldn't see. It was too dark. Oh.
Because her soul
Because she
is in a
is a skull.
lantern. And she doesn't have
Should
eyes.
we go back and get her?
She fell asleep.
Exactly.
Roll me an Arcana.
We also-
Ulrich, roll me an Arcana. Just you.
All right. That is a 23.
You know, Ulrich, a flame skull has the soul attached to it.
Okay.
So
That's not her.
she couldn't have spoken unless her soul was attached to that skull.
Gotcha.
So when we find this thing, it's not like it can talk to us. It's just a soul trap.
Oh, it will be able to talk to you. You know
Your
that,
mic
at
is
least.
off, baby.
Sorry. I'm here now.
So that's what you know. That's what you know from that. She found out that there's an old song about the Starfallen. There was an ancient, 1,000 years ago, there was an elf mage of some sort that was killed by a Formian, and her soul went and inhabited a lantern. And it said the Eye of Zaltek is able to restore the dead from that. And there she waits and there she weeps.
That's the eye.
Okay.
No, the eye. You mentioned the eye of a thing resurrects the dead.
Eye of Zoltek.
Eye of
That's what he
Zoltek.
was
Eye
just
of Zol-
talking about.
And there's an eye in the
the
journal entry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, that means that the eye is here. And probably the lantern's here too.
Yeah. So our indicator will be when we find a four-armed gargoyle.
Yeah. The gargoyle might have it, or it could have gotten taken back to.
So
Wait, I need to see if I can come up with a disparaging nickname for this lich here. Let's see, what was his name? Acerak. Acerak?
Bert Bacharach.
Asscrack. Okay, so
It's
if Asscrack, I mean, hey, you're on your shit today. That was pretty great. If
what's the obvious one?
Asscrack,
Doppelganger.
yeah, there's a doppelganger in here. We're gonna have to kill strangers most of the time.
Maybe we should all have a question.
What if there's someone here that can take on one of our appearances?
Yeah,
Okay.
that is a
That
good
is-
thing, and he came up with a great idea.
Yeah,
That's
we
code
should
words,
have,
baby.
Like a code word or a question, just in case we get separated and don't see each other when we get back.
So what are you guys doing?
Okay. The other thing that I think was important, the letter noted that Asscrack is the one who's put up all these warnings and riddles around the dungeon. So we know that the person who owns the dungeon created this, which means we got to take every hint with a grain of salt here.
Well, he also said that the clues led them technically to where they needed to go, but in the end, it was all for naught.
Yeah. So with a grain of salt.
Right.
The other things that fall out of the satchel as you open it, Harpoff, is an ink bottle and a spell book.
Well, taking a look at that spell book.
Spell book has let's see. It's got 2 level 3 spells in it. It's this guy's spell book. It's all his notes, all his spells written out.
I don't
It's a
write down my spell.
Yeah, I know. This guy seems like a super huge nerd. All right, cool. So we've got the journal.
Do we want to do anything about that staff that's still up there?
I mean,
It's
it's
probably
super cursed. Yeah. I mean, he did talk about having a staff,
That he clung to.
but Asscrack is supposed to be really canny and tricksy, so he might have even switched out the staff and just leave this guy here
Right.
for other idiots to find. I don't want to mess around with that staff. I am worried about this U-shaped corridor. I'm worried that it will seal off behind us and we'll have to do a bunch of bullshit to open it back up. I'm worried that crossing it could cause rocks to fall or whatever, or rock sashas to fall. But it doesn't look like this dude was crushed to death. So, being aware of that, we could move forward.
Let's do it.
All right. Move forward with caution.
All right, you guys move forward with caution. Stepping over the body of Devlin.
Oh, should we throw him in the corpse hole?
Look, we can leave him
We
there.
can use him and we can test out that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, drip drops of the water. Oh no, we already tried it.
Yeah, we already tried it on dead things. I think like we need something living. If we get that changeling, that's money, baby.
Great.
You guys enter into this tomb.
Checking for traps. 16.
16, give me a second.
I kept my staff, I'm sure.
Nothing you can see.
Okay.
And so you don't see anything, but this is the description of the room. The room smells of wine. On a checkerboard marble floor, a gilded coffin sparkles in sunlight streaming down from the chamber's vaulted ceiling, which arches 12 feet overhead. 4 huge stone gargoyle heads, their mouths agape, protrude from the walls, which is those 4 things. The gargoyles are about 5 feet tall, 5 feet wide. Mouths are wide open. It's like the one that you saw in the pit there, one you saw in the very beginning. You get a motif going on here. You can, the mouths are open wide and you can see it goes back a little bit, but it's sealed off. And that's it. What do you guys want to do?
Let's mash up these gargoyles.
We haven't rolled perception
Well,
in this
I
room
guess that's
yet.
true.
I did, just to
Okay.
check for traps, though. But it wasn't
Oh,
great.
there's
It was
no-
16.
I mean, and you see that there's a coffin in the middle, but
Yeah.
there's no, you see no
Can
pressure
I,
plates.
Can I investigate one of the gargoyles further?
Sure.
Okay. 24.
Behind each head, there's an airtight stone valve back there. So it's blocked in some way. Each one of them has that mouth open. It's about 2 feet across. And you look inside, and there's a stone.
Airtight valve, that's poison in my book.
It does seem like there's a
water.
valve back there, so something presumably could come out.
The description did say airtight, and I know that's metagaming. But you're right, water could be a thing too. Let's see here.
So we shouldn't just smash the gargoyles. 'cause
Yeah.
That'll release something.
I just wanted to make sure they weren't real gargoyles.
We could just try to open the tomb.
Does anybody have anything that could... Opening the tomb, I guarantee is going to set off whatever is in these mouths. So if we can...
Probably.
The
we can.
last two,
But there
it's
was-
shut down whatever was happening in the room.
It did.
Well, nothing's happening in the room, right?
That's true.
Okay. So,
Not yet.
does anybody have any spells that could conceivably create something to seal off these pipes?
I might.
No.
I mean, I could put up a wind wall and block 2 of them at least.
I could also put up protection from poison if we can't come up with a way to deal with this.
I have 5 antitoxins, worst case scenario.
Okay. We've got ways to deal with poison if it happens.
I can make illusions, but that's not helpful here.
So I just want to make sure that we know, like, are you looking at that one?
Yeah,
No one has
that
anything
one's
like
fine.
stone shape or something like that? Dang.
Not a druid.
Am I just straddling her arm?
At this, according to that, you are.
According to that, you are. It was easier to put you that way.
Good. That's very good.
I've just got a bag of sand.
I could try to. Can I try to disable the gargoyle?
There's nothing to disable.
There's nothing to disable.
Yeah, there's.
It's literally just a stone in a
it's-
mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we could do.
I mean, you get the sense that if you wanted to, you could
Remove the stone.
remove and open it if
Right.
you wanted to, but
I don't want to
I
do
wouldn't
that.
recommend that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I'm just gonna have this spell ready here.
Oh yeah, should I prepare my wind wall?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Are there any plants in here?
No.
no plants.
We're below
But there's
vegetation.
sunlight. I feel like
You see sunlight, but there's no plants in here.
no vines dangling.
No vines.
Fine. You don't want me to speak.
Oh man, this is a terrible spell. Okay. Never mind, I'm not wasting any casting on that. So the only other thing that I can think of is if anybody has any extra fabric, we could just plug up a couple of these holes to make sure whatever is injected to the room happens more slowly.
Do you have a handkerchief?
Okay.
Let me see what I've got. Because I
Wait,
have
what
a couple of.
So what are you guys
Lock
doing?
it up.
Oh wait, the clothing on that dead nerd.
But then we'd have to touch him.
I think it was.
You
the
don't mind
staff.
dead bodies,
Yeah,
right?
you
I
go
mean,
ahead.
I'll cast detect magic.
On the
I have
clothes?
bag-
I'm
Right.
just casting detect magic generally, which for 10 minutes is going to tell me what's magic.
Okay. Casting a detect magic, you let's see here. You see basically there's an aura around the coffin. You see that there is yeah, there's an aura around the coffin. These clothes are not
Nerdo's clothes are not.
whatchamacallit. They're not
His
they're not
body
magic.
isn't-
Okay. And so, yeah, I go back. I cut off his clothes. Oh, and that satchel. That satchel was leather?
Yep.
All right, cool. That'll be even better. So essentially, she takes some time forming his cut up clothes into little balls, and she
I could
wraps.
freeze them too, like put like ray of frost or something. It's a cantrip.
Oh yeah, we could wet them.
Could we wet them and freeze them?
You can do that.
Wet them? We'll put it in each thing and then
Slap
freeze
it
it
so it
to
stays in
create
place.
an
Yes.
airtight seal.
Yes.
That's how we do it, baby. That's adventuring.
I'm gonna say that you can get maybe one of them with like the leather and the clothes and stuff because it's 2 feet across.
Oh, it's 2 feet?
2 feet
Oh,
across.
Jesus.
I have
If-
two. Hang on. I have 2 sets of costumes.
Seeing what I've got.
We're on
I
the
have
coming
one.
of this
I have one for the
dungeon
princess
naked.
and one for the king.
And so we could plug up like 2 more, right? That's one
Those-
set of
they're,
clothes
They're
on
made
that
for
dude.
gnomes.
Oh God, that's right.
No, I have costumes for everyone,
You
for
have
all sizes.
you have one for gnomes. So I'm gonna say that together, if you were to wet them and put them in there, you could maybe
Alright.
get a second one.
Great.
Maybe.
Yeah,
It
and all the
says I
clothes
have-
have
There's
to be
only
for
4 of them?
clothes.
Hey, I have a
Total?
question. What is
Yeah.
this? It just says 1 leather. What does that mean?
Leather water skin. Or
No, there's a
pouch? Oh.
colon in between leather and water skin.
I have no idea what that is.
I have a leather,
I'm gonna say it's part of the water skin.
but it's not.
But it's not?
There's a semicolon in between. So
just
it's
says-
just 1 leather and then 1 water skin.
Is it your leather armor?
Oh, that could be leather armor. Yeah.
I'm pretty
Very confused.
gonna say it's probably your leather armor.
Hey, I'm a jack of all trades. Can I just make some shit? Can I like
You have to make it with what you have.
craft?
Any materials?
Well, the good news is I
I
have
have
way more
bagpipes.
rations than I thought I did. Bad news is I don't have anything helpful.
Yeah, I don't have anything else that I think would be able to plug up this hole, unfortunately.
I'm not stripping.
No one asked me to do that.
Oh, hey, I have fun news that I just realized. I have a Song of Rest. With a song, you and friendly creatures gain 1d8 additional healing at the end of a short rest.
Oh, that'd be useful.
And we did a short rest earlier.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
All right.
We're at least plugging up 2 of the holes.
That's something.
I mean, again, it's 2 feet across. I don't think enough of the. I think you can get 1.
Yeah.
One
That's one
solidly.
less a hole.
Yeah.
Spinning
So yeah,
your
well,
ass
this
up.
side of the
Which
room.
one?
The one that right now, Giblet and
I'd like to
I can
Ramirez
communicate
are.
with small
roll a
beasts.
quote unquote sense motive to see what the meanest looking gargoyle statue.
They all look the same.
They all look the same.
they all look like the same.
Don't bother rolling.
All right. I think we're as prepared as we can be. I want everybody next to me because I can grant you a bonus on against like
Great.
the poisons and saves, and worst comes to worst, I can lay on hands too.
I would like to prepare wind wall just in case.
Okay.
I will also prepare gust of wind as well.
Can wind wall be like a circle around us?
Yes, wall spells.
Read up the spell to make sure what it can do.
And then we just gotta, I guess, pop this coffin, right?
Yeah, I mean, that seems to
Wind
be our
wall.
only real option here.
A wall of strong wind rises from the
us
ground
all
at a
together.
point you choose within range. You can make the wall up to 50 feet long, 15 feet high, and 1 foot thick. You can shape the wall in any way you choose so long as it makes one continuous path along the ground.
Okay.
The wall lasts for the duration. It lasts for 1 minute. A creature takes 3d8 bludgeoning damage on a failed save
Oh,
if it
so
walks
it's also
into or is inside of the wall. When
Cool,
it
cool.
forms.
cool. All right, let's move over to this sarcophagus and crack it open. That's the best we got right now.
It keeps.
So you
fog, smoke,
do.
and
You
other
like
gases
you
at
put
bay.
the leather and you put Davlin's clothes and you
Let's
put.
all get in the corner with the gargoyle that.
Well, we got to be
have
by
have
the
to-
sarcophagus
so
to
we've got to
open
be
it.
ready to
Sarcophagus.
just
Okay.
cast a wind wall around us.
Well, can most of us? Because if I cast a wind wall, I can just block off the corner we're in. Or I guess I'll cast it.
Because you can cast it in a circle around us, or a spiral around us if it's one continuous.
It's one continuous line. Does a
A
circle
line.
count as
I-
one continuous?
Continuous line.
Conti-
yeah.
it's,
It
it's a
says,
continuous. I'm gonna say yeah. A circle
makes
is a continuous
one
line.
continuous path along the ground.
Yeah,
So
you
yeah,
can probably
it's a
follow.
circle.
All right,
You can
then
do a
I
circle.
can do a circle.
And how long can it be?
1 minute.
50 feet long.
Oh,
Okay.
50 feet. It's
Yeah.
a big circle.
So yeah,
We'll be fine.
Well, if it's 50 feet long,
the circumference. We're gonna have to do some real math here.
Right.
It can be up to.
up to 50 feet long,
Yeah.
which means I'm gonna say, what? That's half of it. It's like a 25-foot
Yeah,
radius of a wall,
that'd be about right.
which means that
Chat, who's good at math?
it's 2 of these.
What's
so
the
it's
formula? I know it involves pi.
it would be that.
Yeah, which covers us all.
As long as it covers all of them.
Yeah, which will cover everybody.
And it can go up to 15 feet high. How
Okay.
tall is the room?
It's 12 feet high.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
What do you
Also
do?
going to add
well,
the
Got some
Gust
bad
of wind.
news. But that doesn't make sense. Oh, the radius. Okay, so it's about 14 feet across. This
Yeah.
circle is going to
Okay,
be.
so it's gonna be 10 and a half. So it'll be one of these and a half.
Yeah.
Which is where basically what you guys are in right now.
Yep.
yeah. Cool.
And then it's around you at that.
I am going to
Generations
have
a minute, that's great.
gust of wind prepped just in case like gas comes from the ceiling or something, so we can just. Blow
So
it
you
back
all are prepped, ready.
Fucking ready.
You have frozen the leather and clothes in the mouth of one of them. You're sitting there,
up. We take our prep time seriously.
and what do?
All right, I get
you
out
use
my
your
crowbar. And I say,
Need
are we ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Aye, Captain.
All right.
I can't hear you.
You don't even have to roll. It goes and pops open, and there's a plaque at the bottom of it. And the plaque, as you see the sunlight come down and gleam upon it,
Oh,
it
there's
says,
sunlight?
Yeah, there's sunlight.
there's sunlight on it.
There's sunlight streaming through the top
Oh.
of this place. It says, "Drown your sorrows," and the lights go.
Oh, it's water.
And it's water.
And you hear the, as this wall begins to go up. It's not going fast.
Let's move, kids.
Make a run for it.
Is there anything else in that sarcophagus?
Nothing.
So we need to get the hell
Let's
out of there, is what I
get
hear.
So we
out
gotta
of
book it.
Dodge.
Wait, hold on. 10, 20.
Where's the water coming in from?
Probably the gargoyle mouths.
There's no
no
water
water.
coming in at the
It's
moment.
going to be
Oh,
once it
there's a
closes.
wall. The wall is just going up.
There's a wall going up.
Hold on, real quick. Let me double check here.
Yeah, that's all.
And the light went out? Is that what you said? There's no more light?
There's no more sunlight.
Oh, the sunlight went out.
I'm sorry.
What? I don't care.
Oh yeah, so it's lowering. So it's like
Oh,
beginning to lower. Indiana Jones style.
Gotcha.
what am I rolling
So
to?
can we-
Acrobat my
Roll
way out of
an
there.
initiative.
An
An
initiative.
initiative.
Oh,
Yep.
man. Okay. Do we have advantage since we were like waiting for it?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, great.
19.
11.
19?
Or no, 14.
14? 17?
24.
All right, you go first. What do you want to do?
Getting the hell out of Dodge. That's what
Okay.
I'm doing.
And your movement is what?
30.
30, which is, that's 10, 20, 30?
Yeah, well, I'll take a dash action.
30,
60.
40, yeah, 30, 40, 50, 60. Who's next?
I got a 17.
So you're up.
Gotta
Wait,
follow
I got a
both.
19.
Oh, you got a
Sorry.
19.
So
There
it's
you
you, Gilbert. Not Gilbert,
Gilbert.
Giblet.
What's a dash action?
Dash action is just taking double your move speed.
Oh, yeah. Double the hell out of it. I got 50 move. So 25 speed. So that would land me like there and then probably right in front of the body. Like right
Yeah.
there.
Like there-ish? Or is she like here?
She's about where the body is.
Because each one of those squares is 10.
But do you wanna
1,
stop
2,
just short
3,
then?
I want
4,
to stop
5.
just
Yeah,
short of
so
the
she's right
dead
there.
body.
You don't have to take the full motion.
Naked dead body.
Naked. Great. Did he have any weapons?
Other than the staff. Nope.
He was a mage
So you're up.
and a
go. Run
nerd.
as
wish
well.
we could
All right,
I'm
go.
gonna take a
that
dash.
more.
Move me to the same place as Harpath.
Okay.
And you're last.
All right, and I'm gonna dash. Whee!
And you guys watch as the door goes.
Well, that was.
you hear
Not going
anything?
back there.
Yep.
Yeah, did we hear like water?
You have to get close and roll perception if you can listen through the block.
You know, I don't feel the need.
I'm curious. I just want.
Do you,
All right.
do you want to do it?
just put me like a little bit closer?
You know what curiosity killed? Everyone.
Hey, I'm a bard and I sing about my past lives. I've obviously died for dumb reasons.
Roll me a perception.
Can I have advantage for being in a safe
Sure,
place?
sure. Why not? I mean, it's just like taking a 10. There's nothing.
Yeah.
15.
15. You hear the rushing of a liquid on the other side.
Oh, yeah, it could be acid or something
Yeah,
like that,
right.
too.
All right, I'm gonna run back the other way now. Join y'all. Actually, I'm gonna clamber up onto you again. Just loop me on there. Yep, perfect.
All right. What do you guys do?
Let's go to the next room.
Yep. Let's
Check
check
out that door.
room.
I don't think I can reach that far. Nope, that's as far as I got.
Great.
Cool.
All right, let's take a look at this door.
Hold on.
Oh,
3 oval holes are carved into a 9-foot wide, 9-foot high stone door of human head height. As you approach,
That's a weird way to say it.
It was gonna be human.
made
Weird
of
way
human
to-
heads.
as you approach, 3 human heads stick out of the holes, each covered in putrid flesh, gnawing on iron bits bolted to a chained bridle.
Oh, these are undead heads.
Yes.
This is your situation.
As they like slobber and like
Wait, so they're like bridled to the door? Is it just a head? Or could
So
there
far,
be
what you can see is they are.
We can only see their heads.
So it's a hole, and their heads are through
Their
it.
heads are through the holes.
Is it like is the hole?
And they have a bridle through their mouth, keeping them
okay.
in.
I have one more
this-
question.
Sure.
Is this door like holding them where they are?
Yes.
It's secure on their neck.
Yes.
So there
So-
might be bodies on the other side, but they're just.
The gnashing, yeah. So, and it's 3 zombies from what you can see.
So I'm just going to, while you guys tinker with that door, just prep prep myself to put off a daylight spell.
Yeah.
Just,
So-
in case we open it
Cool.
and there's like a bunch of zombies.
Yeah, what we know is this is from Ass Crack's riddle, so taking it with a grain of salt, we know they don't like daylight. My first instinct, because it doesn't cost me anything, I can channel divinity and try and turn the unholy and force these guys to make a wisdom save. And if that doesn't do anything, we can go with daylight. And the only reason I suggest doing my thing first is it's a high level spell for daylight.
Yeah.
All right. I channel divinity,
Okay.
which means she takes out her holy symbol, and she says again, like the command words of her god: "Suck it, losers!"
Perfect. So you channel divinity, and you're turning undead? I
Yep.
assume. Cool. Hold on. Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine.
The zombies pull back, scrambling to try to get away, and as they pull back, the door begins to
That's
open.
how you open the door, because their heads are literally pulling the door open.
And as they pull
Gross.
back, the door begins to pull up.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna stay back from that.
Oh yeah, if they had
They're
bits.
gonna get like severed off the. If they have bodies.
This is a pretty interesting mechanism.
Was that in any of your dungeon building handbooks?
No, I mean, like, it's a good idea, because if you've got these zombos, like, all chained up and whatnot, assuming there wasn't a paladin to channel divinity and make him afraid, you'd open the door, you'd have to go inside, and the zombies would be right there.
As the door opens, can we roll perception
Sure.
to see if there's any immediate danger within
Still
the
ready
doorway?
with a daylight spell.
24 for perception.
For perception. 24 on perception. As the door opens, 22. 6 glass cauldrons brimming with human bones line the walls of this tomb. I'm almost done here. Let me just.
Okay, while you're doing that, I want to point out that Lady Harpath is taking now one of her 99 remaining iron nails, and she is going to be nailing those nails into like the sliding mechanism of this door to make sure that like should the zombies like become unchained or like walk the wrong way and it closes, it'll get lodged on the nails and stick.
Cool. Ah, yes, the 99 iron nails of Lady Harpath.
And I think I'm gonna blow 10 of them on that, so I have 89 nails remaining.
Cool.
Big room.
And
I got 99 nails, but a lich ain't one.
There it is.
I mean, technically there's 6 of those, but
6 of what?
Cauldrons?
6 glass cauldrons represented by these black suckers.
Cool.
Cauldrons. Full of bones.
Full of bones.
Do we see any animal imagery in the room?
Hold on. At the center of which stands an ancient chariot bearing a bronze sarcophagus with a treasure strewn atop it. paintings on the chariot's body show a tall bird with long, sharp beak.
Crane.
On the south wall, a bronze shield
Papa
bears the
Zodal.
embossed image of a Chultan warrior carrying a spear. So there's this mural back there. Below, an inscription that reads, "Bow before no one." 4 bronze statues stand on pedestals at either side of the shield. They depict Chultan warriors, one holding a sword, 2 with spears, 1 missing a face.
It's interesting that it says bow before no one when that riddle was talking about bowing.
Bow as the dead god intoned.
So don't
So
bow.
don't bow.
All right.
Or does that mean we should bow?
Well, bow as it intoned, and it says bow before no one.
Unless someone is named no one.
That's some Greek shit you're on.
But that's, I mean, the door finally opens and you guys are inside the tomb.
Are the zombies anywhere?
No.
That's weird. That's weird, right?
But there's not
There were
zombies.
3 at the door.
What if the cauldron bones turn into
Skeletons.
skeletons?
All right.
Don't you still have 10 minutes of
Yeah,
magic?
detect magic. That's what I was going to
Detect
say.
magic still open this
From what I get, like, it's also confusing in the book. So this is what I'm saying. Those heads are just zombie heads. And when
Just
you
heads.
move them, they move down the door
Okay,
and haul it open.
cool. Weird.
Is there any magic in the room?
Do you detect magic?
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
detect
he's
magic
been-
stuff
been-
still.
Conjuration around the cauldrons.
Okay.
Conjuration.
It's not necromancy, though.
Does that assemble bones? I don't know what conjuration.
Conjuration
Conjuration brings...
brings things. Yeah, so like I've got this find steed spell, and that like sort of summons a horse.
Oh, goody.
So
It summons things.
yeah,
these glass. These are glass cases full of bones, right?
Glass cases full of bones, glass cauldrons.
And like, is there liquid in there?
Nope, just full of bones.
Okay.
Bones. Not into that.
And it's around the cauldrons themselves. What we could do is break those open and throw the bones down the killing hole.
Can I get some lore about Papa Zodal, this crane god? Because there was a bird image, right?
Yeah.
Do I know it? Like, do I know anything historically about this person's
About Papa
shenanigans?
Zodal?
Yeah.
Give me a second. I will-
Wow. His life was cut into pieces as his last resort.
Suffocation.
Suffocation,
No
no
breathing.
breathing. And he did not give a fuck.
Because he just.
I mean, that said,
I mean, roll me a history. Roll me a history.
Yep. My history is so 15.
You know that Papa Zodal's is a trickster god. He
Aren't they all?
Very
he was
tricky guys.
shrewd and conniving. He bowed before no one.
Okay.
And he expected others to do as he commanded.
All right.
Do we see
So
any
do
tracks?
we have to do what he does? Is this just a giant game of Simon Says?
I
Where if
say
you lose, you die.
before we
Oh,
like. So
Also, Kubazan was his main rival.
Kubazan.
Kubazan,
that
is
another
that
We
the
have
bear
we
guy?
have these.
No, those are the two we've already.
Well, yeah,
run
I know we
into.
might have beaten up one of them already.
Kubazan is a what the fuck is
Is
that?
a weird ass thing.
What the fuck is that?
You can roll me a nature and find out.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Put it on the close-up, Mel.
Yeah. Hey, chat.
Yeah,
What is
Kubazan
that?
looks nothing like a Kushiban.
Well, I'm rolling. What am I rolling?
Nature?
Nature.
Can I roll nature?
I got a 23.
All right, no, that's probably
But yeah, you
good.
got better than I did.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
I want to see.
It's super weird.
Yeah, so strategizing, my expectation would be. Well, actually, was there any magic on the chest itself, like the tomb itself? There's conjuration around those,
Around the cauldrons, yeah.
and like also these statues.
So, what you can get. The bronze shield radiates a concentration spell as well. Concentration magic.
What does? Wait, what?
bronze
The bronze shield.
There's a shield. Oh, that's right. There's a shield and then like 4 dudes next to it, right?
Oh, we found out shields are bad.
Well, some
I need
shields
to
are
move this
bad.
because it's blocking my vision. It's okay. Didn't even realize there was a line of dudes there.
Yeah, there's dudes. Do the dudes have
line of
magic?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Do the dudes have magic? Was the question.
The
Are they magic?
the
Detect magic
These
on
these
the
4 dudes
statues?
that are next to the statue, are they magical?
no.
Okay. All right.
So they're just statues.
As far as we know. All right, so there's
And on the statue, there's a warrior with a spear.
but nothing on the sarcophagus.
So the sarcophagus is on a
Chariot.
chariot on top of the sarcophagus, and there's treasure all over it.
All right. So that's remember the lesson we learned earlier. That's peacocking. That's what that is.
So I get the impression we should probably not touch the treasure.
I say not do it
Off the bat.
until we know what we're dealing with. Again, my suggestion, break open one of these things. I mean, that could set stuff off, but I feel like all the other things that we're going to want to do in this room are going to set stuff off anyway. So we break open one of these. Bones burn, at least dry ones, burn as easily as wood. So we could
like to
like
burn
light them on
things.
fire, or we could toss them down the corpse hole. I feel like it's still far down enough that it's going to pulverize whatever bones fall down it.
What is Coop? I rolled a 23 nature.
Oh gosh, he's a frog moth.
Frog moth.
Like a moth mixed with a frog?
No, it's a frog moth is what it is. They are huge monstrosities that are frogs mixed with tentacles.
All right. And so only a jewel can tame the frog is, again,
Great.
what ass crack.
So we know what
told
this
us.
shit bag is about.
Here, let me find what a frog moth looks like.
I don't know if I want to know now.
I wonder if the tomb is actually the Frogamoth then, because it's covered in riches.
Oh, it's not in there.
Yeah, that's a.
I don't know. That's a lot of.
Yeah.
I'm just musing out loud.
Okay.
I think it's. I mean, there's pictures of this crane, and it's a.
Let's crack open one of these bone things.
Yeah.
Should we perhaps do it from a distance?
10-foot pole. Just
mean,
smack
yeah.
the glass.
Sure.
I'm gonna.
I mean,
Should
we
we,
could
like,
just try to burn the
back up?
bones
Or shoot
inside
it
of
with
them.
fire or something?
I mean, that is. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can use a cantrip.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to get through the glass, right? A cantrip?
Well, are they cauldrons? Because
They're
Oh, they're-
glass cauldrons.
They're
glass-
large objects. They're large cauldrons.
Are they
Are
sealed?
sealed?
They are not. They're
Oh,
bones.
Light that shit on fire.
Yeah.
Use cantrips and light these assholes on fire.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Just one of them.
I'm at
Just
least
one.
doing it to one right now.
Which one? Clarify.
So you light them on fire and they burn. And so you light all 6 of them?
No, I'm gonna light the first one and see what happens.
Nothing
when I
happens. It
burn
lights
all
on
the bones
fire,
out.
and like you can see it burn its way through. It's gonna take like a while. They're full. They're like 500 pounds worth of bone.
Oh,
That's a lot of.
that's a lot of bones to not be a trap.
Yeah, let's light all that shit on fire.
What if they explode and then we're covered in fire?
Well, then we'll leave the room, first of all.
Does that anything happen to the magic while they're on fire, or are they still?
Because
in-
the
No, the
cauldron-
magic continues to stay.
Okay.
On the cauldrons.
All right. You know, I'm just going to hope that those bones were somehow a material component to whatever's going on here. Let's light all these assholes on fire.
I light all the bones on fire.
So the room is now full of firelight, as they all are alight.
I like to imagine
Does
this
it
looks like that
illuminate
firebending
any
moment.
traps?
You don't. I mean, there's no pressure plates. There's no tripwires. There's just a sarcophagus covered in treasure.
All right,
Treasure magic.
And
Let's-
the wall of dudes.
explore that shield.
Oh,
now, because-
with the detect magic, you also
Yeah.
see that there is an amulet among the treasure.
what aura is it giving off?
It's giving off a. What is healing magic?
It's divine.
It's divine. It's. I think it's
Cure wounds is evocation.
evocation. So it's giving off evocation magic.
Okay. Being a paladin, can I have advantage on an arcana to discern whether or not it's healing magic?
Sure.
Since we already dropped that bit of meta knowledge.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that's, let's see, a 15 is the first, and 20 is the second. So yeah, 21.
21. It is a amulet of health.
Great. I'm gonna, okay, do we want to investigate the shield first? I know that there is an amulet of health there. Those are great. We should give those to somebody who's vulnerable.
I vote Giblet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we want to check out? I guess we'll check out the shield.
Let's check out
first.
the shield.
All right. I mean, you can walk up to the shield and you look at it. Like you said, there's an aura of conjuration magic off of the shield. It is that warrior with a spear, and at the bottom it says, what did it say? Bow before no one.
Cool.
What if one of us just like does one small bow?
Says to not bow.
The god doesn't bow before anyone, but bow as the dead god intoned, or maybe
Yeah, it says-
telling it to. Oh, as he intones, it's intoned that you don't.
Yeah, you don't bow.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, and again, that's the thing that ass crack. That's the hint that ass crack left for.
That's
Right.
true.
So, I mean, if you want to try bowing, is anybody good at Arcana? Is anyone good at Arcana? Can you make an Arcana and see what this shield stuff is all about?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. That's all we can ask
Natural 20.
for. Boom.
Suck it, nerd.
It has you get the sense of like a magic missile thing coming off of it.
Well, that would be evocation.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna come to life. That's basically what
Like
you
the
get.
statue or just the shield?
The shield, like the personage on it, will come to life in some way.
Oh.
What's on
Okay.
the
The image.
What was?
It was a guy
image.
going like this.
Yeah, the image of a guy with a spear. Oh.
Spear.
Spear. Right. Okay.
So spears will get thrown at us.
Can we dispel that?
Can we dispel it? Do you have
Oh,
dispel?
wait a minute.
I do. I have Dispel Magic.
Dispel magic is a high level spell.
It's a third level
It's
spell.
worth a shot. That seems like a high level to me.
When magic only goes up to 5 levels, it's a high level spell.
Oh,
Does
sorry.
magic
Mine
only
go
go
up-
up 5 levels? No,
Mine
it goes up to 9 levels.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I have a
Mine goes up to
dispel
9,
magic
but
at
I have
level
up to 5
3.
levels of magic right now because I'm
Level,
level
yeah,
9.
it's a
Oh,
level 3
I
spell.
thought
Yeah.
you said just something else. But I have dispel magic too. So I'm
I-
just.
Who has more?
I also have dispel magic. So we all have a lot.
Great.
There's a good amount of dispel magic in this party. We can give it a shot.
Who can afford? I can afford it because I've still got a bunch of upper level spells and I haven't used
I can
any of
afford
my
it.
What-
I've only used
higher
one
level
level
spells.
1
I've
spell
only
today.
used Quantum
Let's
Daggers
see. Where's
today.
your dispel?
That is
So
the
she's
only-
got 3 spell slots for dispel magic.
Okay.
How many spell slots do you have?
I also have 3.
Okay. So, and I would have probably, I think, only 1. Yeah, I've only got 1.
I don't have dispel magic.
And is 3rd your highest level spell? Or
No, I have.
The 4th.
I have.
She's got 5th level spells.
Yeah. I have mislead and mass cure wounds.
because we can expend higher level slots to make it a more powerful dispel spell in case it's a really hard dispel magic spell.
All right. I mean, however you want to play it, I feel like a dispel is worth a shot.
With that natural 20, was I able to tell kind of like what level of spell
No.
this is? Cool.
Great.
Okay. I'd say it's worth a shot on dispel magic. If that fails, here's my backup plan. This guy starts throwing spears at us. maybe we should have the bard do the dispel magic, because you can have ready action, gust of wind, to give disadvantage to any thrown spears. The rest of us back out the door either side here, prompting him hopefully to move forward out of the room, and then we push him into the corpse pit.
I mean, why don't we get behind the cauldrons?
Well, then we'd be trapped in the room.
He wants to push him down.
Basically,
for
lay a
falling
trap
damage.
for him
Yeah.
to follow us out of the room.
I
so we
don't
just push
think
him.
that the guy comes out. I think it throws spears at us.
You think just the shield itself just shoots spears out of
Yeah.
it?
That's what I think.
Interesting. I mean, if that's true, then we should take cover behind the chariot.
So I guess 2 plans.
Mm-hmm.
If it just throws spears, take cover. If it's a guy that comes out, lure him out.
Yep.
All right, then I'm going to go ahead and just take cover.
Either way, you should
right,
prep.
I'm gonna-
You should prep
Prepping
gust of wind.
How close
Okay.
do I have to be to dispel magic?
What is the range on the dispel magic spell?
120 feet.
So you can also be taking cover.
120.
120 feet. So that's it. This is the shield.
That's the shield.
Yeah, so you can
10,
take
20,
cover behind
30,
us.
40, 50,
I mean-
57. I could be out the fucking door casting this, so it doesn't matter. Do we want to wait outside then?
No, we're going to take cover behind the chariot first.
So we're all.
And then if it
Yeah.
starts moving, we can skedaddle out of the door.
Sorry, I'm gonna put.
But if it's stationary, we're going to stay there.
And we don't know that the cauldrons won't.
I
Do
want
something.
everyone to roll me a d20.
No.
It's never
Not
good
into
then.
that.
Any bonuses or anything?
Nope.
18.
18 as well.
15.
9.
Okay. Luckily, nobody touches the chariot.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're just ducking behind.
All right.
You're ducking
so-
behind it. Nobody touches it. Luckily, nobody touches it.
That's so funny. Guys, let's
And-
not touch the chariot.
And what do you do?
I'm gonna cast dispel magic on the shield.
What does your dispel magic look like? Is there like lights and flashes, or what is?
I pull out my what's the little flute thing?
Pan flute?
Pan
Yeah.
flutes?
Bagpipe?
Bagpipes?
I also have. You know what?
A lute. A lute
I
is.
get out my bagpipes and I start playing them, and like the music kind of it weaves out of it and it's visible and it just
bagpipes.
kind of like floats in and it like just goes to the shield and
Cool, because it like hits the shield, and it looks the same as it did before.
Still magical.
Other than the fact that like there's the, yeah.
It's
So
still
the
magical.
dispel so like with my detect magic, this dispel magic did not work.
Didn't work.
Okay.
right.
All right. That didn't work.
Is there anything behind the shield?
You look behind the shield, and it looks like the shield can be turned.
Oh.
Oh.
Is there? So the shield is attached to the wall, but
It's
on
like
a
hung
swivel?
on the wall. So
And
like
can we get behind the shield?
You can.
Can we maneuver behind it?
you definitely can.
Oh, can we? Maybe we could use it to
We
attack
can use it.
things.
Like,
Can I get behind the shield and I'll just like act like wedge myself between the shield and the wall and just be like boo 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 boo. Shoot
I
it.
think that doesn't sound like a bad idea. That somebody is still going to need to grab that amulet or touch the chariot or whatever to activate
Figure
whatever
out
happens in the room.
fucking trap there is.
I mean,
But yeah, so it's
I mean-
connected with leather straps to the ceiling, and there's like a space behind it.
is there anything in this? It's just an empty space behind it.
And it's just an empty space behind it.
So let's do something with the shield, and then I'll use Mage Hand to grab the amulet so we can be far away from it, at least, if
Smart.
it activates.
I'm gonna
stuff.
hop behind the shield because I'm feeling risky.
yeah.
Do you want me to be back there with you in case something happens?
It might be a good idea.
Okay, I'm gonna go back there with
I
you.
am going to set up over here.
That's
And
smart.
I think you want to be back here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
I'll be
make
with,
sure I know
put me in
the
the thing with
range
you.
on Mage Hand real quick.
And hopefully this is just summoning more undead stuff and I can channel divinity at it.
Just
But
gonna-
So you're just behind the shield?
Yep, we're just gonna be behind the shield.
Okay.
Let me
You
just
all are
make
behind the
sure that
shield.
I've got
Not
the
all of
right-
us, 2 of us, and the other 2 are out there.
Okay, the other 2 are out there.
Cool.
And the bones continue to burn,
Yep.
Yep.
and you all are behind the shield.
Yep.
I will use Mage Hand to lift the amulet out of the.
Cool. So you lift the amulet, and the moment you lift the amulet, 12 flaming skeletons enter the room.
Jesus Christ.
I'm really glad that we. Oh, because we set the things on fire.
Yeah, this is great, dude. This is the best. These guys are probably already super hurt.
I totally called the skeleton shit, though. I called the hell out of that.
I'm just gonna draw that amulet towards me.
Yeah, I feel like that's
might
good.
as
I'll
well.
rush in there, and I'm gonna pop a channel divinity, and hopefully.
Well, we got to roll initiative,
No.
don't we?
Yeah.
I got some daylight on me.
I'm gonna grab the shield.
Oh yeah,
and the
daylight too.
missiles.
They don't. Well, yeah, that might.
I'll wait until your
might have
channel
meant the door
divinity
people, yeah.
doesn't work.
So you're bringing it to you? You're bringing the amulet to you?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
Drawing
So
it
the
towards
amulet
me.
is off the ground, and they disgorge these skeletons into bones that like come back up.
I think typical rules for on fire is it takes a d6 of damage every turn.
Yeah, it's a
It does.
D6 per,
Yeah.
per spell level. So what level did you cast that?
As a cantrip.
I used it as a cantrip.
okay,
I
so
didn't
yeah,
use
so
a
a
spell
D6.
slot.
Cool. I'm also going to say that they're going to do 1 additional d6 fire damage when they hit you, because their
Fair.
weapons are on
That's
fire.
Fair.
Valid.
I mean, if they hit.
Oh, they'll hit me.
I mean, they need to roll perception to see if they find you guys.
Yeah, we're all hiding, aren't we?
Oh yeah, that's true. What if they just like look around confused
then
and
they
just
go
burn
back
to death?
into their cauldron.
Maybe we should have just taken these glass cauldrons out and shoved them in the corpse hole.
I don't know what would
Dang.
happen if
They look around and they're like,
Just let them burn.
Burn, baby.
I'm going to say,
I'm gonna make sure that the amulet just stays
I want
completely
who's
still.
outside?
these
Oh,
guys.
you two?
Yeah.
I have an idea.
I want everyone to roll me a stealth. Add advantage to it.
Everyone or just these two?
I could.
These two add advantage, you two don't.
They're outside of the door.
They are outside of the door, but the door is not a doorway.
I don't think I need any more advantage than
I got
that.
a 21.
Okay.
You said stealth?
Oh my god.
23.
Hold on.
Yeah, for her it's gonna be crazy. I just got a 12.
32.
I want you to be able to hide. I'm gonna use my
32?
bad luck
32.
ability.
Like, you guys are like,
add a D4 to that roll of yours.
Okay, cool.
what do you cast on him?
Creatures.
Oh, I'm not casting. It's
He's
one of my
using-
abilities
Can-
as a wild mage. I can use bend luck for 2 spell points, and you get a +3 to that roll.
Cool.
Can
So
skeletons be charmed?
No.
they're mindless, undead. You need a living thing.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
you were able to charm Clacky.
That's
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You just because he was special.
Oh. All right, because I was going to suggest the spell
damage.
suggestion where I can tell them to do something, and I was going to tell them to kill each other.
Yeah. So for
I
any
can't do that.
for charm spells, typically you need a living thing. Like when we run
Okay.
into that changeling, absolutely that will work on the changeling.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
As will friendship and.
Okay, so
And I'm just gonna.
they look around and they don't see anyone. So they kind of shamble around the space,
Like looking.
looking for you guys.
looking for
As they burn. Are they gonna take a D6 of fire
Roll me a
damage
sleight of
each?
hand.
sleight of hand.
Yeah, because you're.
Well, I'm
Caref-
gonna just leave it there until they're gone. Until they burned
it's
away.
floating?
I will just hold that spell.
Okay, so are you guys? We're gonna say that's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna prepare an action to rush into the room and channel divinity to turn the unholy if they find someone.
Okay. They're walking around. They take.
Is this shield still doing nothing?
It's still not doing anything.
It's not doing anything.
Yeah.
No.
Even when we touch it?
We haven't touched it yet.
Can I touch the back of it?
You touch the back of it.
It does nothing? I want it to shoot shit at these dumb skeletons.
I mean,
Just let them die.
you see the aura. I mean, only you can see it. You see the aura glow a bit brighter, and you see the thing come to life
And it's ready to shoot
And it's looking
people.
for people.
for people.
But not the
But it
skeleton.
can't.
But not the skeleton.
Of course, because why would you put a shield
Oh,
that shoots
oh.
spears in your skeleton room if it would shoot skeletons?
man.
True.
All right, it might be a waste of a level 5 illusion, but I have an idea.
At the end of the turn,
I
one more
know what
skeleton
you
is disgorged,
Oh, just new skeletons keep popping?
Popping out.
and
Maybe we do have to
Get
smash
it
those
to shoot
cauldrons.
Oh,
So
I
here-
can't tell you because we're
here's-
not next to each other.
Here's my suggestion. I have mislead. You become invisible at the same time that an illusionary double of you appears where you are standing. The double lasts for the duration 1 hour.
So,
And so it has twice my speed, so it could run around and draw the attention,
And the attacks.
and the attacks will hit. Like, I want to like dash around, hide behind a skeleton, let this idiot hit them, and then like keep running. Is that like too much?
I mean, I say go for it.
I say do it.
personally.
I'm just trying to see if they're...
the skeletons continue to look around. So they're like now like looking behind the cauldrons. They're now like one has gone over and like lifted up a bone and puts it down.
He lifted up
As they're,
another
like,
guy's
slowly
leg, and he's
burning.
like, oh.
They're like looking around. They're like one's in the corner. They're on fire and they're looking around. It's
Like, who did this?
Are they
to-
taking damage?
they're taking
What are
damage.
you feeling?
I think you don't have any illusion spells, do you?
I do not.
Because the spell that her idea is perfect. I was just wondering if there was
Just
a
a
way to do it
high-level
with a
spell,
lower
yeah.
level spell.
Yeah.
But
It's a
if
level
not,
fiver.
I say that's good.
That's great.
Yeah, that's a
Great.
good
I mean,
plan.
it's also like
lasts for
What do
an
you guys
hour.
for? So this is that was their turn. What is your guys' turn? What do you do?
it sounds like
I mean,
Hold on to that spell
She's
so I
gonna
still
do
have a
that.
hold
Yeah.
on the...
you two are together and you two are together.
right.
Basically, once crap starts going down and all the skeletons are distracted, I want to yank that chain.
Out.
That,
Awesome.
Pendant
Allie.
to me.
There's some apple cider in the fridge. Will you pour me some, please?
Thank you, Allie. We adore you. Thank you for keeping our DM hydrated.
Thank you. So it's your turn. What do you guys do?
So you're gonna do the illusion thing.
Yes.
So I'll stay behind the shield and make sure that like I can like help point it if I need to or like whatever
Cool.
behind it.
I'm gonna cast this
What do you?
shenanigan. I'm casting mislead.
Okay.
so she becomes invisible.
I am now invisible. So my body is going to I'm gonna hide directly, or like I'm gonna
You're gonna
just
be on my
drape my
shoulders,
body
yeah.
over your shoulders
Yeah.
because I'm just gonna go blank.
Yeah.
And a body double appears right in front of me. And I'm gonna have the body double just dash out and hop behind these first two skeletons.
Okay, I really want to point out, Hun, that it can gesture, speak, and behave in whatever way you choose.
I know.
So it's got to be doing some rude stuff.
Yeah. Tell us what it's doing.
I'm gonna dash behind these two skeletons. So I'm gonna take my little body, even though it's not my actual body, so
Yeah.
we can see where I've gone. I'm gonna run this nerd over here. I'm gonna show up behind those two skeletons and rip the biggest fart noise you've ever heard in your entire life to get the shield's attention.
Okay. So it's gonna throw a spear.
And I'm directly behind a skeleton, so it's got to go through that skeleton.
Okay. So it's got to go through that skeleton to do it. So it's hitting the skeleton, and the skeleton turns and like goes to hit you as well. So the skeleton's gonna try to hit you as well. AC is 13.
Can it hit me? Well, so I don't know what happens to the double.
Well,
if-
like
It's an illusion, so no.
no.
Yeah,
so
no,
so
yeah,
what
so it
happens
acts
is
like a
hologram.
the skeleton
Yeah.
goes, "Whoa," and it like passes through you, and there is a as this skeleton explodes from a spear that hits it.
I think you're playing that on bagpipes.
That's what your double is doing, is playing Benny Hill on bagpipes.
Yes, dude. Yes. Absolutely.
Through this
gosh.
room of flaming skeletons.
We may have to prompt the spear to destroy the cauldrons. Because, like, I'm worried about this
So,
one spawning
Could
new
it
skeletons.
have gone? Are the spears strong enough to go through the skeletons and into?
No. When it
Okay.
hits something, it basically hits it with
Do you
force
think
and
we
then
need to
dissipates.
destroy the cauldrons?
I think because I'm
worth
worried
a
that this
shot.
new skeleton popped out of a cauldron. That's
Do you want to
why.
hide behind a cauldron and see what
Yeah.
happens?
Okay.
So
Real.
do I?
Yeah, but
I get double movement.
okay. So you moved there. That happened. That's their turn. You can move again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here.
Cool.
Like
in
behind
a
that.
corner.
A mislead works for an hour?
Yeah,
Holy God.
I got all the time in the world to fuck with these skeletons.
Holy sh-
Someone in the chat,
awesome spell.
please find a link on YouTube to Benny Hill on bagpipes.
holy cow. We can use mislead, like after we wrap up this room, we can use mislead to check out that blade room. Because
Sure.
you can switch between using this thing's senses and your own.
Yeah.
So you can just have that bad boy run up there and see what's going on.
Yeah.
You can even use that to go down to the other floors and see what's happening there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, it is a 5th level spell. High level budget.
Okay, awesome. Give me a second.
Remember the time we all laughed when Mel said that she made 3 gnome bards for her character?
As long as you concentrate.
Oh, okay.
It's a concentration spell.
Okay.
So if he breaks your concentration,
Yeah.
or if you see something spooky that breaks your concentration, I'm finding
I'm
ways.
in a room full of skeletons. I
It's-
feel like
You're
The
on my
us
back.
being able to run down to other
Yeah.
floors and explore them through illusions is game breaking. So I'm just like, it's reasonable if Drew finds a way to cut that off. But I would like to use this to explore the blade
I want
room.
you to roll to see if you can keep your concentration.
so. Okay.
Here's why. You are in a room full of flaming skeletons. You know you are fine, but you need to keep this
illusion. alive.
illusion going.
I feel like I threw that illusion out there, fully knowing. So can I?
I understand, but what I'm talking about is if you, because there's a lot of movements that's going to have to happen here. Are you like going around and doing different things? Things are going to be thrown. And the thing is, are you now in this thing's senses?
Yes.
So imagine being in a ultra realistic VR and having skeletons run up to you.
I'm in God mode.
Okay.
All right, whatever you want. Oh, that's terrible.
Use your inspiration.
Should she roll at advantage?
I'm
Because
not
she-
going to have you do it now.
Okay, good.
But so it's just something that can happen.
That can happen.
Okay.
I like that because
that makes
it
sense.
so that we don't break the game.
Right.
Which is very fair.
But this is great. I love this.
This is wonderful.
So you're there.
Yeah.
It's their turn. They're going to all see you.
Great. Yeah, I'm just gonna like center myself behind this cauldron in hopes that
Cool.
they just go for the cauldron.
Can you get behind the cauldron?
God.
Is it like against the wall?
That one is against the wall.
Oh, but like I can pass through.
True.
Right.
So you're standing there.
So I'm just like in the cauldron,
They all need to take their fire damage.
burning bone cauldron.
You're burning bone cauldrons.
Guys, it's so weird being in fire. Have you
Another
done this
one is
before?
disgorged.
Yeah.
Yay.
I don't like that they just keep spawning skeletons.
Oh my god.
Though this could also be potentially infinite experience.
You just stay in this
Farm
room.
the hell out of this room. You're welcome, guy. Well, maybe not infinite, because I have to.
And so they're all crowding around there, like
I have a
trying to get
question.
at you.
How many of these guys can I see? Can I see them
where you
all?
are?
From where I'm at, how many can I see?
You can see 1, 2, I mean, you could see all of them but these two.
Because I could use a 5th level spell and make this go faster.
Well, that could alert them to our presence.
Yeah.
They all move. I'm going to have this guy throw it at you. I'm just going to say it gets rid of one of them. Because he throws that and it hits it.
Great.
It's your guys' turn. What do you do?
So I could use the 5th level spell Seeming and make them all look like her.
That's a great use of the 5th level spell because that'll end this encounter pretty dang quick.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, they would
Yes.
just attack each. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude. Yeah, dude.
Cool.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that.
That's what 5th level. I love D&D, guys.
So you
So
cast.
I'm gonna use Seeming.
Does it work on illusions?
Basically, the spell allows you to change the appearance of any number of creatures that you can see within range. You give the target,
I think so.
you choose a new illusory appearance, an unwilling target. So if they're not willing, they have to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
If it succeeds, it is unaffected
Oh
by
shit!
the spell.
Skeletons are super sexy though.
Here's the thing. So you two are not able to talk to each other,
Okay.
which means she doesn't know that you're trying to do this.
Oh.
Which
So this
means
might break her
you go to
concentration.
try it, and obviously you don't
is-
know it's him doing it. It might
They're
be
all gonna
someone
change
else
into
trying
it.
to mess with your illusion. So I'm going to have you roll a charisma.
Me.
Roll a charisma or
Yeah.
concentration?
Well, I'm just trying to change them all to look like her.
Exactly. Well, what I'm saying is you are interrupting her illusion
Oh, so
without her
if
knowledge, meaning you don't know what
So this might interrupt
is someone
your
trying
illusion.
to dispel your illusion. What's going on?
Okay.
And so you
what am I
obviously
rolling?
try to fight it. What does it need to be?
It's a charisma save. Spell save DC 18.
18. So you need to beat an 18 charisma.
But you don't want to actually beat it.
Oh, I
So
have
no,
a plus
she
7
does wanna beat it.
charisma.
Oh, she doesn't want to beat it.
Yeah, because
and it's a charisma save.
Well,
concentration
it's
that she does.
he's only casting it on the skeletons though.
Oh, that's right. You are.
Yeah, I'm
oh,
only
I'm
casting
so
it on
sorry.
skeletons.
I misunderstood. Then yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
mean,
changing
they
all the
need
skeletons
this
to
is-
look
yeah.
like her.
they need to roll.
And I just start laughing and laughing.
They rolled a natural 20. So
Oh no.
They-
Wait. Oh, can I use the Tides of Chaos? Oh, I'm going to use Tides of Chaos to give them disadvantage on that.
Yes.
they rolled a 2. So
Yes.
they all turn into looking like Giblet, and they immediately turn and start to hack each other to pieces.
Roll that out. Have fun with it.
I'm not gonna roll that out.
Magic missiles just everywhere.
Here's what's happening. Okay, hold on. They're all doing.
I can only use that once per long rest, unless Drew makes me roll on the wild magic table. Then I can use it again. if he makes
They all
boy.
destroy each other,
Great.
except for these two,
'Cause they're
which are still fighting each other. What are you two doing for this? I mean, are you just guys
gonna
just
chill?
gonna stand still?
just wait it
I'm
out.
just enjoying what's happening.
All right. Is it my turn again?
Did the magic missile guy shoot a missile?
He did.
Okay, did it hit a skeleton or the
It did.
cauldron?
It hit a
It hit a skeleton.
Okay, I'm gonna stay where I am then, because I really want him to hit the cauldron.
Cool. So that's the end of. So it's now their turn, which means another skeleton.
Which
And
looks like a skeleton.
Okay, we took out the large portion of
We
skeleton.
did.
These
Only
two are
wanted to
now.
make one
These
at
two
a
are now
time
dead.
now.
These two, as they try to fight each other, one tries to go and his arm breaks because it's been burned all the way through, and then they kind of crumple into fiery dust. Mage Hand is a concentration skill, I believe.
Yeah, so I probably
You had to drop
it.
Yeah.
So it would just
The
drop,
amulet would
back
drop.
on top of the
It's
pile.
Did you not pull it?
Well,
didn't
wasn't
pull
it like in the
to
middle
me.
of the room somewhere, like floating?
I
Yeah,
feel
it was
like
like
you would've,
floating in the middle of
yanked
the
it,
room, so it would've dropped on the floor.
here-ish?
Yeah.
Here, let me flip. Heads it did, tails it didn't. Oh, that was close.
You almost revealed your entire plan.
Tails it didn't, so it lands on top of the thing again.
All right, fine.
That one disgorges that one. This one tries to shoot at you.
Good. So this new skeleton doesn't look like
No,
me.
it looks like
No.
a skeleton.
It just
Fair
yeah.
enough.
I could only do it to that large group. Then.
Which is pretty great.
it got rid of the large.
Yeah,
group of
dude,
skeletons.
that was
Man,
rad
how
as
much
hell.
experience are we getting from this? I hope
Drew's
this
like
is a
negative
level up.
I
No,
have
not
no
enough.
idea how strong these skeletons were.
They didn't seem like they were that strong. but
He throws this spear. It hits the cauldron and it cracks, but it doesn't shatter.
Just stay there.
I'll just stay here.
You could have the illusion run out here, and then I can just push it down the corpse hole. Like,
I think
Another
we want to
every
break these
round,
cauldrons. though.
I really want the cauldron to break.
yeah, he
to
just
see
cracked
if
it.
it-
okay, just I mean, yeah.
It's their turn, the skeleton's turn. As it heads over here, trying to get at you.
Nothing.
Your guys' turn.
Does it hit the cauldron?
I'm just wondering if I relift the
'Cause I'm
thing. Will
in
it
the
make
cauldron.
12
That is true.
skeletons?
That
Can
is
it-
true.
I feel like it should be hitting the
testing.
cauldron.
I guess. I mean, we're not in a place of danger.
Although we might want to wait till we start destroying cauldrons.
Hang on.
Yeah.
He's
wait until
hitting
we
the
destroy-
cauldron.
So it goes to hit it, and it hits the cauldron, shattering the cauldron, and all the bones spill out. And that one is
Don't
gone.
make bone creatures. Okay.
Yeah, I think we need to. We have to play this like bit of bullfighter with all like yeah we're just toreadoring the entire cauldron collection.
That's at the end of that turn. Blech.
All right, I'm gonna move again.
To another cauldron.
Yeah.
I like battles where we don't actually do. Where we don't actually have to.
Where we're
fight
like not
things.
in danger because we're all just like hiding.
We're all just hiding. They all killed each other.
Okay, 12.
This is how real D&D is played.
He's gonna attempt to hit that.
Royalty-free Benny Hill theme style alternative.
I guess if it's royalty free.
Oh.
That one shatters.
Yes.
As he throws a spear, it shatters.
Should we play it?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, that one shattered too?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you moved. What are you guys doing? Anybody else?
I'm good. I'm gonna
Holding
wait
tight.
until those pots are gone.
You're all just
before I-
waiting. You're all okay.
Yep. We're good.
Yeah, crank that. Crank that.
You could put by your mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Royalty-free.
Royalty free.
Yeah. Bleh.
The amount of experience.
MIDI files too. Extra good.
It's soups of ropes.
He throws another one. It's gonna destroy that one. I mean, this is just exponentially.
Do you want to just like call it?
All right. I'm gonna call it. But, so this is what happens. You guys wait the next 20 minutes as you slowly
Oh, so
watch.
that's a short rest.
Yeah,
That's a short rest for
everyone
everyone
else.
else. That's fine.
I'll take my short rest.
So like you guys are sitting down the hallway going like. So
I'm gonna take a nap. Yeah.
Just bring any cards.
I'm gonna say you guys get 4 more skeletons.
Slowly destroy them with the shields.
Slowly destroy them.
So
They're
we'll just
all
destroy the
destroyed
skeletons that are left.
by the end of it, and all of these guys are destroyed.
Do any more pop up?
Give me a second to calculate the XP from
And then
that.
I'll use Mage Hand to get the amulet.
Well done,
Let's-
guys.
Let's hold on that.
Well
until-
done thinking outside the box.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I mean, it took 2 5th-level spells, but I feel like it was worth
They
it.
were
really
very
good.
much worth it. One got
One.
all the things destroyed, one destroyed the crap ton of skeletons that were there.
That was very good. We killed it.
Everyone gets. That makes sense. Hold on a second.
Also, hi Nick. I haven't seen you since
What
high
up,
school.
Nick?
Thanks for
Everybody
tuning in.
gets 300 experience
All right.
from
All
that.
right.
Okay, so the room is now clear. What is your little person doing? Because he's still throwing spears at
Oh
you.
god, that shield's still doing the.
Yep.
Shield's still doing its thing.
I'm going to just set my person here.
Well, can't you guys like cut the leather straps off the shield and just put it on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what I was just gonna.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can switch back and forth between myself and my illusion anytime I want. So I'm gonna switch back to myself and say, hey, can you cut the straps on this shield and shut this idiot down?
Yeah, so I take
Great.
out my dagger and I just slice the strap.
Clang.
Wong.
Bong.
Do we hear? Oh,
It's not. He's not alive.
I know, but I just want a dumb noise.
And then.
Spear.
And you guys come out from behind it. Everything's been taken care of.
Great.
Mage hand the amulet just to see like what it does.
Nothing happens.
Awesome. It
Great.
doesn't like talk
We
to
did
us
it.
though.
Perfect.
I mean, did you touch it?
Not yet.
It's
mage
coming
hand.
towards you.
Can I touch it, guys?
Yeah, I
Cool.
think.
I touch it.
Well, you already have that spear, I guess.
Strange
I mean, I'll give it to
shadows
someone else.
shift across the walls, forming the outline of a long-legged bird. Its beak stabs at you, and a voice echoes through your mind. You will do as I command.
Charisma save.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, that's a 27.
Yeah, it's like, fine then. Goes back into the amulet.
Okay, well I'm still holding it.
I think it's on you, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can wear it.
You picked it up first. It's all you, bro.
Are you okay with that?
No.
I'm also squishy,
It's
so like
fine. It's fine.
from one squishy to another.
They're both pretty good at the charisma save, but the last god item you got was a dud.
I feel
So-
like
Harpav?
Obalaka is gonna try again with you
Oh,
because the ring is on your finger.
cool. 17.
Yep. He like, fine then, and he goes away too.
Hey,
Cool, I will
dude,
put it on.
Bear.
if you want
Go again.
revenge, back off.
Whoa.
26.
They are obstinately like sitting in their objects going,
Good.
Really?
When we're done with this dungeon, we'll set you free or whatever.
help though.
Yeah, you're being helpful by letting the adults handle it.
Tries again.
So what does this amulet do?
Nothing right now.
That's 28.
Yeah. Like, they retreat to the back of their objects, obstinately sitting there.
We're very charismatic.
What do you guys do? You're in the room.
All right.
Should we want to
Let's
look at the
open
rest of the treasure?
sarcophagus.
You go over the treasure. There is 250 gold pieces just loose.
Cool.
3 gold cups worth 75 gold pieces each.
Somebody should be writing this down.
Yeah.
Somebody. Okay.
That's scribe work.
I would recommend using the second page of your character sheet and like probably the treasure category.
There's a treasure.
Now, who's writing it down? I just want to make sure so I'm not like double doing the stuff. Are you?
And
You are.
I've got it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already
5 gold pins worth 25 gold pieces each.
What's on the pins?
It's various
Crane.
animals, cranes.
Cranes just in different positions, basically.
Poses, like doing really sexy poses.
Oh yeah. Their
Their feathers are like.
feathers are out. There's one that's coiled behind one of its wings.
Yes. Beautiful.
This is the monster manual. This is what I'm looking for. Where's the DMG? You have the DMG on you?
Yes, I do.
I want to look at see what the Amulet of Health does real quick. The wondrous, exciting world of Dungeons and Dragons, where we look up things in books.
or on apps.
Oh, that's right. I turned the volume up on my phone.
Okay, it's an amulet of health. Let's see if you have to attune it.
So,
It
since
requires attunement. Your Constitution score is 19 while you wear this amulet.
Friggin' heck yeah.
Yeah.
So how many hit points are you gaining?
A lot. I was at a 12 Constitution. It's going up like a lot. Like a lot.
It's so
that's-
12, 14, 16, 18, so 3 hit points.
Yeah, 3 hit points per
Per
level,
so
dog.
I'm getting
Per
27 extra HP.
That-
which is good. It changes my
Frick.
40
Yup,
But you have to
to
attune
a
it.
67.
You have
I'll
to attune
it. That's good. How long does it take to attune?
A couple hours.
Okay, I will attune.
I mean, it's like a day, actually. You have to like be with it for about a day.
yeah, well, I'll just keep
So
it
by
on.
next time,
Yeah, after next long rest. Cool. Let's crack open that sarcophagus.
You open the sarcophagus, and at the bottom are the dry, dusty bones of a bird, hollow. But no treasure, because the treasure is the amulet.
Yeah. Anyone want to say some words?
eh.
Get out of our way!
Caca!
All right.
I mean,
Caca.
I don't know.
they're right here, and I'll point at the amulet.
Yeah.
Caca.
Stay out of our way!
It's gonna try again.
Done.
Rude.
Root. Oh man, I crit failed.
It enters you.
Oh god, that sounds so weird.
Gross.
As it enters,
Just had to do that, didn't you?
as
to taunt
you
the god.
Your
feel,
fault.
as you feel the essence of Papatzel enter into your mind,
Feels like it's his fault for failing.
Wow.
you
You would say that.
feel him settle in the back of your brain, and he's like, "It's so nice to be out.
Okay.
You will do as I command."
He's so intense.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
Cool.
Oh, okay. I'm basically still myself. The fly gives me. Can I say this?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, go for it.
Okay, the fly gives me while inhabited by Papazzel, you gain the following flaw, which overrides any opposing flaw. I bow before no one and expect others to do as I command.
Yeah, that's literally your character.
I'm basically the same person, everyone. We get along famously.
Papazatl. And Papazattl's like, I like you. I like you very much.
Too. Let's see, what power do you give me? While inhabited, I can't be surprised. I gain advantage on all wisdom checks, and I never take damage from falling.
Wow.
Oh.
Jump down the pit.
I want to jump down a pit!
Jump down the pit.
No!
Smack!
I don't take damage, though!
Jump down the pit.
The next order of business is to send your, like, image
yeah.
into
You have about a half hour
the
left.
blender room.
Is there anything
Okay.
else you want to do in this room? Anything you want to look around? Anything
No, we're
else?
stealing all the
I think we got
treasure
everything, didn't
and
we?
Cool.
booking it. So we want to go to the blender room.
The back up on the first floor.
Back up on the first
And
floor.
you don't have to recreate the whole first floor, just that.
No, I'm authentic. So no,
Good lord.
Please don't.
I'm not going to rebuild the entire room.
That was a terrifying 2 seconds.
We're all just like, please no.
Please don't.
It's also
Um,
11:08.
It was 11:08.
Really?
Yes, it is.
I mean, you guys basically. I mean,
Do you want to check out the blender room?
Let's
and
do the
finish that
blender
out?
room, and then we'll find a new place to sleep.
I still got I got Leo's massive mansion ready to roll. Oh, you missed. We talked about Leo's tiny hut because that's the spell I cast to put a bubble around us.
I just better have had a very comfortable bed.
Yes.
Excellent.
He had me roll, and I rolled to find out that it's got 4 floors. And despite the fact that the bubble is small, there's a massive house in it.
Yep.
We all have a floor, and we have our own rooms,
Oh, excellent.
and the rooms all become whatever we see as a comfortable place, like wherever we want to be. So we all described our rooms. And while he sets up his blender room, Would you like to tell us what would be in your character's
Yes.
ideal bedroom?
So, his ideal bedroom has a large four-poster bed, king-sized, obviously, with silken sheets and like fresh down pillows. Everything is different shades of like royal colors, like gem tone purples and blues. All trimmed with slight gold everywhere. Very garish and extravagant. There's a constant stream of what could feel like moonlight just throughout the entire room.
Beautiful.
And everything smells distinctly of lilac.
Beautiful. So where's the rest of you as she's
So-
off
I think
doing
we should all be
Sweet.
downstairs, right?
Yeah, well, I'll be like there.
Oh, you're
with
gonna
her.
stay down.
Because it's just
Yeah, we'll
your
just stay with you.
illusion. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, we're gonna be with
Do you want to roll me another perception?
Yeah.
I mean, just on the room, just like look around.
On what room?
On which room?
Oh, you're
They're-
here, aren't you?
They're I moved them, but I feel like they're gonna just chill right here.
Do we want to chill there?
You can.
I don't know.
Or
the
chill
the shield is
outside
still
of the-
like active. What if it like uses a shot to like
could
prop
just
itself up?
It's
Sit
not
on the-
intelligent.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'll roll perception there and see what's up. 25.
25. You just go around looking at the room, and you find a secret door.
Hell yeah, dude.
Shit.
Where is it?
Yeah, secret door.
Well, that's cool.
So you find a secret door, but let's go to you.
Yeah, let's go
Yes,
there.
my body is still slung over your shoulders. So we'll just say that hallway right there.
Hallway's right there. You weigh nothing,
Yep. So I'm just gonna boop.
so you pass through and you come to the other side, and it is a 16. People are going to bed.
Bye,
Yeah. It
A
just-
be
deep
done soon
pit
for those of
opens
you still
up
here.
at the entrance of this tomb, with a stone sarcophagus resting at the bottom. A snarling, monkey-like creature decorates the sarcophagus lid. Beyond the pit, 3 treasure chests sit on stone dais. The chests on the left is carved of black onyx, the middle is rusty iron, and on the right is cast in silver with a gleam of frost.
Oh, it's like the 3 chests from
Merchant.
Merchant.
Well,
Is this
what was the
Wongo?
secret in Merchant? Because I do not remember
is
the
the
chest
middle
scene.
The middle one is iron, I think.
Yeah, the iron one is the one.
Yeah. So whichever one looks like it's not.
Like,
looks
yeah.
expensive.
Oh, so it's the Indiana Jones thing.
Yeah, basically.
Same concept.
I have a question about this illusion. She can't like stick her head inside one of these chests.
No.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, she can't. And the thing
It's not
is,
right
you
this
can't
game.
open them or
No,
anything.
no, I
you're
can't.
just scouting. This
I'm
is what you
just a
see,
little
and basically
bubble.
the pit is immediately at there. So it's not like you
How
can.
deep is the pit?
It is 15 feet deep.
And this is a big.
I'm sorry. It's 20 feet deep.
Jesus.
This is a blender, right?
Yeah, you go past it, and it's just adamantine blades.
Just kind of there. Can I see how to
And
disable it?
it's a propeller. I mean, whoop.
She might be able to locate it, but not.
Yeah.
actually
I
Yeah.
just
do
want to
it.
locate
She can't
it.
interact
That's all I
with it,
want.
but like.
Yeah, roll me a perception.
Can I have advantage since I'm a ghost?
No.
It was worth a try.
I mean, I appreciate it.
Worth an
but-
ask.
That's 14.
14. You discover the mechanism. You discover that there's no real way to turn it off because the mechanism is underneath everything.
So we're pretty sure.
The only thing you think of is that if maybe you could prop something in here to
Just
stop
to
it.
stop, but it's adamantium.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't. So the propping something in there would be to jam the mechanism. Like we're not going to be able to break the blades no matter what we do.
Right.
But if we
we
stop
could
up the
jam
mechanism, whatever's powering it might not be strong enough.
Like you're like maybe you could put something in between the blades to like stop the blades from
Sure.
moving, but that's about all you can
My
think
next
about it.
question is, fans always blow air in one direction. Can I discern which direction it will blow once it's turned on?
Into the room.
Into the room. So it would suck us down the hallway and kill us, is what I'm
makes
hearing.
sense.
Presumably, yes.
Which doesn't surprise me one bit.
Is the floor of the room like, are there bone fragments and like dried blood?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's just viscera.
Yeah, like as you get past the blades, you see there's a spread of dark stains.
Great. And you said I saw a monkey type. Is that Wongo? Should I roll my...
Yeah, roll your history.
Because we did the bear earlier.
Yeah, we got the bear. The bear's in your ring.
13.
It is indeed
See
Wongo,
why we're resisting these guys.
the Sioux
This is
monster.
great.
Well, I don't think all of them will have personalities as usefully abrasive as yours.
Right.
Do I see any traps down on the floor other than the viscera fan?
I'm gonna say no. None
Okay.
of the. I mean, you can't open the chests. You can't get down there
Do I see
without getting back up.
any other way into the room? Nothing at all.
Nope.
I mean, couldn't you go down there and just disappear when you're done?
Yeah, I could
get a
just
closer
I could jump down there and then
Just report
just
back.
leave it where it is until it poofs
Yeah.
away. So I'm gonna jump down in the pit. So my little
maybe
dude
there's, like, a
jumps
door.
down there and gets a closer look. Do you want me to roll again, or I just
No,
wanna
I mean the
look
treasure
closer?
chest is. It's got a stylized image of Wongo, the Sioux monster, on it.
Are they locked?
Hold on.
He ran
Was
away.
under here, yeah.
He was under Frank at one point, too.
I know, it was the
That was
best.
really cute.
I was having a lot of fun with that.
There are 3 circles on the sarcophagus. One of onyx, one of rusty metal, one of silver.
Oliver's nose just.
And
scared the shit out
you
of
get
me.
the sense that they will raise.
The circle.
Those-
How big are the circles?
They're about that big.
Just little fist size.
They're fist-sized circles.
Circles to punch. Interesting. So there are 3 circles on the sarcophagus matching the materials of the. Are the
It's a carved button.
oh
Is gonna like raise.
right. Okay. No, I get it. Are those locked the way they are? Can I discern any like how? Do I know how they would open if we got in there and physically tried to open them? Is there any trick to them that I can see up close?
I mean, you can't open them other than.
No,
that-
I know. I can't open
yeah,
them,
I
but I'm
mean,
just like
there's,
looking.
There's,
Is there a
there's obviously a
hinge?
latch to open it. It doesn't look like they're locked.
They're not locked. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. So that there's literally nothing else. How tall is the room? Like as tall as this hallway? It just kind of and then drop.
Yeah, it's.
Essentially, it's just a big old room with a dead murder fan. Okay, there's not much else I can discern from that room probably, unless you guys can think of something else.
No.
Now, I say, now that we know that about that room, let's come back to it when we need to. There's
Yeah.
obviously some god shit in there. We want that.
Longo.
But getting around that blade trap, I don't think anybody has spider climb, do they?
No, if I level up though, I will.
Yeah.
I can.
So sending in a single agent with spider climb to go through and deal with the chest puzzle, I think is eventually what we're going to have to do. But until we get to that situation, we can't do it. I think, I've used some spells. You guys have used some spells.
I would like to take a long
It's time
rest.
for a long rest.
And I'd
Yeah.
like this here medallion to get like attuned to me. Yeah. That would
So
be
where are you
nice.
guys stopping for the day?
We could just.
Oh, wait,
where
there's
we
a
are
secret
and-
door. Do we want to check out the secret door?
I feel like we should save that for next time.
All right.
Yeah.
Next
Cool.
time. The secret.
Should I cast?
That seems like a good
Leo's
place to
tiny
pick
hut?
up.
I think it's time for Leo's tiny hut.
Great.
This is probably a good place as any to
Yeah.
do Leo's tiny hut.
Leo's tiny mansion.
Yes, cast it there.
Yeah, just drop. it on.
Yeah, Leo's tiny. Leo's crib.
MTV crib.
Leo's little crib.
D&D cribs.
That good? You got
Hello, Wizards of the Coast, and this is my
right.
crib.
All right.
guys, thank you so
it
much
is.
for showing up tonight and being a part of our crawl through the Tomb of Annihilation. This was a lot of fun.
We cleared another floor.
Cleared another floor. Looks like it's a Flora night going on here. And we'll catch you next time we do this, guys. And as we leave, we thank Gilbert for
Giblet. Giblet.
Giblet.
Giblet.
Thank you, Giblet.
The power of illusion magic.
Louder.
Yeah.
All right. We will catch you next time, guys. Thanks for being here.
Bye.